All right, here we are. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Saturday night late night stream. It's me, Mr. Card Economist, and I'm very sleepy. Let's go ahead and get this party started. I'm going to turn on the iPad. It's 12:10 a.m. I probably could have started a little earlier. We are. But I was just enjoying not streaming. Let's jump over here real fast. Let's grab this. Let's go ahead and pause it. All right, so it is Saturday night, the late night stream. We're going to say free Pokemon card giveaway. We're also going to say Rayquaza Mega Break is mega hot, because that's true. And let's see, Gym Pack is close. Yes, the Gym Pack has, I think, only 5 spots left, so it's more than halfway done. One of the closer breaks that could finish right now. All right, let me grab this. Okay, we're just jumping over here. It's like a cold start. We're going live for Saturday late night. Okay. Mr. Live, yes. Did I sell out today? Yes. Am I going to spend some money? Yes. What? You sold out? Very good. I like to hear that. You are? Oops. All right. Today was pretty nice. The weather was nice. Let's see. See new deals exclusively for you. I don't think so. Tag grading order had some changes. All right. Listing sold. I sold a Zelda poker card online for $100 on eBay. So there you go. Poker Zelda. Let's see. This looks like it's an ad as well. Let's get rid of this ad. I get a lot of ads. I get a lot of people. They're not ads. There are a lot of people who come to me and they say, hey, you need to make content on our platform. I get that all day long. You need to make content on our platform. What? Really? Wow. All right, let me go ahead and open this up. Okay. And we'll pause it. Just got back into Pokemon this week, working on a complete set for Alligator in English. Oh, that's cool. All right, we're going to hit a pin on this. Can I see a couple poker cards on the table, possibly? Yeah, those are some of my favorite cards. I'm not sure exactly what we have left of them. Man, I need a new submission to come back home for sure. All right, let's get a special Saturday night break going, maybe, too. I'm thinking maybe a bonus break Saturday night only. Let's see. What's this guy going for these days? Scooby-Doo, dooby-doo, dooby-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. So... Maybe not. All right. I was thinking about maybe breaking the McDonald's Pikachu here, but I don't know. Maybe I'll just hold on to him for a second. Ooh, the Ditto looks really good, though. Ditto, I hear, is a popular Pokemon card to collect lately. Did you guys hear about that? I heard he's popular because of the success of Pokopia. All right. Let's get all these up on the table, shall we? Good. We have the free slab back here. So it looks like it's a Rayquaza at the moment. And the goal tonight is to hit 40 likes, and we'll start filling this up. And if it fills up, we'll get another break. Or we'll get another giveaway. Simple, right? Simple. So simple. Ditto is a weak Pokemon. Hey! Been a minute since I bought something. How do we do it now? Says Mr. Andrew. Welcome back, Andrew. It works just like it did in the past. You would just go to the description and place an order using PayPal or ZELLE or CASHAPP or Venmo. However, we also have a website now, so you have options. You can use the website if you prefer to use the website. Do I have it pinned? Yeah, I pinned it. Good. So we have a website now if you prefer to use a website. Wow, wow, wee, wow. Look at this Lego Pikachu. He's a $10 break. You really don't have to spend very much to get in here. You could buy 4 spots for $40, like a typical Cardconomist break. If you want a full round, it gives you 1 in 10 odds. This guy's more than halfway done now. I'd love to see that wrap up. Here's the Nami Mami, up to 10 out of 32. That one's moving slow. Here's Taiwanito, Oh, yeah, he's up to 6 out of 19. Here is the Waifu break, up to 3 out of 11. The trade break. Here's a poker card. It's a break, though. 6 is in here. If you wanted to buy this outright for 25, I might be open-minded to that. And then here is Knockdown. Oh, yeah, Knockdown. He's only got 3 spots, so he's almost done. We got breaks. We got breaks for days. That's what this channel does really well. We got tons of breaks, lots of options. And don't forget, we have these booster packs. So this one's about 3 deep. This one I think is 6 deep. So he's quite far along. We could finish him tonight if you willed it, if you wanted it. Oh, yeah, and here's a Deoxys battle as well. So we got these battle breaks, right? They're gym breaks. We call them gym breaks, not to be confused with the gym challenge booster pack. We call these gym breaks, like 2 trainers, and we do a little exclamation mark because it's like 2 trainers, and you meet eyes, right? And now we do scorecards for that, and there's a little contest going on. And at the end of the contest, when it's over, we're going to have a Pokemon champion, right? And they'll probably get a roll into scored. All right, so what do we got? Let's see, refresh. Been 4 years. Oh, been 4 years. That's wild. Any cool vintage? Oh, yeah, I was just hiding. These are all the bad ones. I had all the good vintage cards in the back. I was waiting for you. Here's 6. She says 2 Phantasmals, 2 Mega Evolutions, 3 151 Surprise, 2 Chinese, 151. You got it. Whoa, what an order. Here we are. All right, 6, how's it going? I hope you're having a great day, 6. Did you have a lot of fun today? We are. 3 151 Surprise. 1, 2, and a 3. What should I cut for old time's sake? Cut? You're trying to snip something? We haven't snipped things in a while. People, you know, we don't snip as much and we don't drill as much. You know what I think happened, in my opinion, Mr. Ants Taco? I think what happened was back then the cards were cheaper anyways, so people didn't care. They're so expensive now that people don't do that anymore. They don't do a lot of cutting. They don't do a lot of snipping. They don't do a lot of drilling because it's all so hard to get now. It's also expensive. But yeah, there was a little bit of cutting and snipping back then. Oh, the chaos. So we need, so we got 3 of these. We need 2 of the Chinese 151. Now, I'm just a little confused, Miss 6. When you say 2 Chinese 151, what do you mean by that? Because obviously you got 3 of the 151 surprise. Did you mean the 151 journey, perhaps? Let's see. How does the grading service work in the secret menu? We send them to you to have graded by PSA. That's possible. You can do that if you want. Here's the deal, Mr. Luke. People open a lot of cards with me. Sometimes they pull a big card, and they just want it to go right off to PSA. So you can actually just pay me a fee to send it off for you. And then when it comes back, I make a video out of it, and you get your card displayed in the video. So that's very popular. I played Pokopia all day. What? Pokopia? You played Pokopia? All right, that's legit, Miss 6. But help me out. Oh, there it is, Journey. Okay, she told me it's Journey. Journey. All right, you got it. 17 journeys. Where am I keeping Journey, though? I don't know where I keep it. I keep it hidden. Ah, here it is. The Journeys. So we got 2. Ta-da! Woods Hood 60. I missed the drill. I'm a sniper. Yeah, drilling was popular for a while. We still have a whole bunch of drilled cards. It's maybe not as popular these days. I think, again, it just comes down to the fact that the market's so crazy that somehow people, I bet people don't drill as much because they feel like even drilling costs more than it used to. You know, if you want to drill anything meaningful, it's going to cost so much money. And it's just sort of like, ugh, it is. So we're in a really stretched thin moment in the market where it's like you just want every dollar to get you something. I don't trust PSA at all. I would much rather somebody like you who's known and respected by them to do it. Think a lot of others would feel similar, especially with PSA. Oh, what do you mean by that? You mean you don't trust them if you send your own cards to them? Or do you mean you prefer a different grading company? Because we got Beckett and we got well, we don't do SGC, but we can do SGC. We got CGC. We got, my favorite right now is Tag. And of course, CardConomist Grading, one of the best grading companies. It is. What do we got? TCC grading. Someday I will hire somebody to do the encapsulations. I thought it would be Alexis. I don't think it's going to be Alexis. I don't think she's into it. And so we're probably going to need to hire somebody new. Actually, Six told me she's moving out here to Lake of the Ozarks. And she's going to just live in our basement and do all the encapsulating. We have a large basement, Six. It's very comfortable. It has its own bathroom. Ooh, okay, so there's your English packs. Nothing crazy coming out of those. Any box breaks you got going on? Six, it's huge. It's like a whole family room down there with the private glass door and everything. We'll hang up a curtain. We'll get you a big TV. We'll put in a mini fridge. There we go. You'll sign a contract saying that you can't leave until all the cards are encapsulated. Here's, oh, Dodrio. And Clefable. The bathroom with the shaggy carpet. It does have carpet. However, it's not shaggy carpet. It's kind of like, it's like basement carpet. It's like tough carpet. Now, actually, Kirsten and I were talking about that today. We're talking about maybe, despite it not being the best financial decision, maybe having all the bathrooms redone. It will cost thousands of dollars that we could just put toward the mortgage, but we're leaning toward doing it. Karis wants nicer bathrooms. Oh my God, dude. Always girls. Girls are like, oh, let's remodel everything. Can't we just live in degeneracy and save money? God, Jesus. That's for you. Sixy Wixie. What's up, Six? Well, Six, this round is not the most crazy round, probably. I'm going to toss you in the giveaway, though, okay? All right. There's some of these hollows here. That's just one Charizard, Mr. Shh. Boo. Can I live in the swamp? The swamp. We do have a little bit of a swamp. You know, we got Lake of the Ozarks in our backyard. It's beautiful, man. It's so pretty out here. We went out today to the main street. It's a place called The Strip because it's called the Bagnell Strip, and it's where the power plant is. And oh my God, it was perfect today. 62 degrees, strong, warm sunlight, no wind. I mean, it was just perfect weather. And so we went walking for a while out there, saw a lot of people, went in the shops, and we went out to eat. We went to like the Chinese buffet. There's this little Chinese buffet, and it's just ran by a family. That's it. No other workers. Mom, dad, and like their 3 kids. And somehow it's like the best Chinese buffet because we've been to the one in Springfield. We've been to the one in Lebanon. We've been to the one in Branson. Ours is the best, but it's just ran by this little family. I don't know. Maybe the dad cooks harder or something. I don't know what it is, what the trick is. But we went there. It was pretty good. Here, let me go grab your bag. No bulk. You got it. All right, no bulk. Miss 6. I'll peel these off. Can you show off the breaks, please? Yes, let's show off the breaks. I'm going to show them all off, okay? We got more people coming in the room, so we're going to be showing off all the breaks for you breaks lovers. I love the breaks. I'm all about them. I'm break daft. So, of course, we have these little gym breaks. They're called Jim Bob breaks. Do we have any others? Like this one, maybe? All right, so Dedenne, Deoxys, which I actually think is pretty cool, and this Galarian Slowking, which maybe is not as popular as I thought he would be, because nobody jumped into that one. Here's the free one. Let me put you in there, 6, because you donated those hollows. Appreciate that. Here you go. All right. Good. This gold is not a break, but boy, it sure is exciting looking. Gold. Look how small that little piece of gold is, and it's $210. That's crazy. Let me tuck that away back here. We have the pack breaks. So this is only $14 to get into. You could pull a big card out of there. And then, by the way, I think this has the saddest Cubone in the whole hobby in it. If you didn't know that, 6. Comes out of XY Breakthrough. Features Cubone, and he's like hugging a bone. And next to him is a mother and her baby. And then in the background, there's like a roller coaster. So Cubone's at like an amusement park, and he's like sad and lonely because his mom's not there. It's insane. So I think that's the saddest Cubone in the hobby. He comes out of this pack. All right, and so Gym Challenge, obviously, this is a Charizard set. Don't forget that, guys. Charizard in Gym Challenge. If it's a lucky pack, probably not, but that's where he comes from. Gym Challenge Charizard. Then we got Noctowl. He's a Pokemon Center Noctowl. He has 3 spots left. I think he'll finish eventually. He's just really good looking. We've got this trade slab. So you guys can trade cards that you don't want to get spots in this cute Poker Mario slab. The Waifu Break, very sexy. The Nami Break, very expensive. Tyranitar, one of the most desirable cards on the table. The Lego Break for $10. Get in there. Here's Charizard, shiny Charizard. Can't go wrong with that. 10 spots left. And then probably the most popular break of all, this Rayquaza. He's up to 5 out of 11. What is he, like a week old? It's like a week old and he's halfway done. So he's real popular. In fact, I think most of the money I made this week was just that freaking Rayquaza building up, man. What is it, 5 times 200? That's 1,000, right? Yeah, like $1,000 of sales on that Rayquaza break. He's so popular. All right. Popular. Where can I enter the break, says Mr. Luke. Well, Luke, there's 2 ways to enter. Just go to the website and choose the option called custom payment. And then whatever break you're getting into, just send the amount for that. Like this guy is either $20 or he's $200. That's what that says, $20, $200. Maybe there should be a little dollar sign. What do you guys think, a little dollar sign? But you just send the right amount under custom payment and then leave a little note telling me where it was going, where that money was going. And we'll get you in there. So the same for buying slabs. Like you want to buy this cute little Charmander over here, he's $47. Use custom payment, send $47 and say, I want that Charmander slab, the tag 10 Charmander old maid slab. So that's what the custom payment on the website is for. If you don't like the website, you can always use CASHAPP, VENMO, ZELLE, PayPal, and just send the right amount and just leave a note. That's it. So, you know, we got a website, we got a YouTube description. You can go to the description and it has a big menu in it and you can just choose one of the payment options like PayPal to just send what you want for what you want. Like that's what Miss Six did here. She's not using the website. She just sent me $79 over PayPal and said, give me all this stuff. And I said, okay. So two different ways to pay, direct with PayPal or use the website. All right, how many spots left on the sub list? Very good question. So looks like we're on a new sub list and you've got spot number 2 and there's 8 spots left. Wow, that's for round 6. All right, thank you for the questions. Let's take a look at the queue and see if there's anybody in the queue. We just started. We have a Mr. Joseph Smith with the $27 order and he says he'd like 3 of the Poke Shuffles and a Chinese 151 surprise pack times 2. So this is really good. This set has Gengar Pikachu in it. It's one of my favorite things to open. I think it's way underpriced. It also has Bubble Mew in it, apparently. And it's got a number of other shiny Pokemon in it. For example, shiny Snorlax is in here. And Master Ball Gengar for 151 Chinese is in here as well. Those are all great cards. And I think the Gengar Pikachu is just really special. He's really expensive if we pull him too. Here's Poliwrath. And Flareon. Well, look at that. What's the difference between $20 and $200? Well, you're pretty much getting what you paid for. If you buy in at $200, you're buying directly into the break, meaning you'll get one of these little flashy cards back here, and you'll be in the break for 1 in 11 odds. If you buy in at $20, you're actually buying onto this little list of 10 people, and then one of the 10 people will get one of these cards. See? So 1 in 10 over 11, 1 in 10 over 11 versus 1 over 11. So there you go. Does that make sense? It's pretty straightforward. Poke Shuffles times 3 for our friend, Mr. Joseph. What's up, Joseph? Oh, Joseph. I've been dreaming about you all night, Joseph. So happy to get this Pokemon card order for you. 1, 2, 3. All right. 3 cold ones. Woo! All right, 3 cold ones, Mr. Joseph. I'm sorry, man. I can't help it. It's just how it is. All right, but you got these. Let's go find your bag. Joseph Vargas. Joseph Giron. Did you need a new bag? I'm a Joseph. We got a couple Josephs. Okay, new baggy time. Ugh. Do. All right. Joseph Smith. And we're going to say 4/26. Man, it's already April. I turn 37 on April 3rd. Can you believe it? Damn, dude. I can't believe how old I am. When I began this stream, I was 30 years old. I was 30 when we started. And I felt a little bit old. I mean, you turn 30, you feel older. You're out of your 20s. To believe it's almost been a decade of servicing your card orders for almost a decade. It's really wild. What did I do between 30 and 40? I ran an online card shop. Successfully, I might add. We had a lot of success doing this. Well, let's see what's next. Let's see. Aries Gang. Don't Make Me Cry. Happy birthday. Mine is April 4th. What? Our moms pushed us out of their vaginas like a day apart. Whoa. That makes us almost blood brothers. 6 says 1 live and 3 pokey shuffles. All right, these are pretty crazy. Let's see what happens for you, Miss 6. These are fun because they give you instant outcomes. So they're very popular. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boop. So that's going to be a cold one. Doop, 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 doop. Come on now. And how about those pokey shuffles? Maybe some crazy luck on the pokey shuffles. Wow, 1 day, 6 minutes, and 32 seconds apart. A very rich, but a very pokey-rich young'un that deserves his respect. What? What? Hey, what's up, only BMC? Hey, what's up, only BBC? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There you go, Miss 6. Ho ho! Everybody's getting lucky tonight. I'm sorry, 6. Those are some cold ones. All right, unlucky. It's just starting. The hot ones maybe in the next round. Maybe. Perhaps. There's a chance for it, I suppose. You gonna buy a second copy of Air Dragonite? Oh, right. I made a video about that. Did I not? Here we are. I don't think any of you guys are going to be bidding on it because I'm not bidding on it. But there is a no hollow error Dark Dragonite PSA 10 for sale on Golden Auctions. It's an auction. And I'm very curious what it ends on. Here, let me look it up real fast. So Golden Auctions. I'm going to look it up right now. I'm very curious. Dragonite. PSA 10? Is it this one? It looks like he's sitting at $26,000, which is actually $31,000 with the buyer's premium. So they got a little buyer's premium. It's like a tax you got to pay. So the person bidding knows it's closer to $32,000, I suppose. It says it's got 20 hours left. Here's hoping it hits a higher number than that. Here it is. I don't think everybody knows that the card even exists. And I wonder if Golden Auctions is even the best way to have sold it. I feel like they might have gotten more traction on eBay, to be honest. Golden Auctions, Fanatics, they're all right, I guess. I feel like eBay's the way to do it, man. You put it up for auction? No, that's not mine. Didn't you? Golden does good marketing. Okay, you might be right. Didn't you get a 100K offer? No. I got a $60,000 offer, but it was this really crazy time period for Team Rocket cards because the Team Rocket set, Glory of Team Rocket, had just come out. And I turned it down because I'm not interested in selling. I want to keep it. But so I'd like to see that card go for at least 60 because then I'll be sad if it doesn't. That's a $300,000 card. It's a cool card. All right, ours is very special. Ours is more special than that one because we actually have video of ours being pulled. So, 2 Pokey Shuffles and 2 151 Surprise. You got it. All right. Yeah, ours is unique in the way that you actually can see it being pulled in our live stream. And it's the only video of that ever happening. No one's ever recorded that before. So I think ours is probably the most desirable of the 5. I don't know how that affects the price, but maybe it affects it a little bit. Ooh, War Turtle. For me, it affects it a lot. Like, I don't want to give it up. That's the problem. All right, so you got 2 hollows. Hello. Boop. They shielded. They shielded. All right, Joseph Smith. I don't think anyone's going to be shielding that Dragonite. Are they shielded? It's your precious. That's right. It's my 1 ring or something like that. It'll be 1 million pesos in 50 years. Sweet. 2 Poke Shuffles. All right, Poke Shuffles tonight. Already being slammed over and over again. What we got here in the Poke Shuffles? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, just 2. Let's see if you're getting lucky tonight. Boom! Mega Howlucha. Mega Howlucha. There. Oh, I know that one. You got the Howlucha, bro. Now, you can keep it or you can re-roll it. Let me know if you want to re-roll it. You might want to keep it if you're a Howlucha fan. Let me see if I can find them. There's so many cards in here, it's actually hard to scroll. Oh, yeah, there's lots of cards in here. This is a packed box. You know, if I could get a bigger box, I could get even more cards in here. It'd be really crazy, wouldn't it? Seems like that might be a strategy because... All right, looks like Howlucha is $40. So if you re-roll them, you'll get 7. You'll get 7 re-rolls if you re-roll them. Not bad if you started on 2. Now, if you like them, though, you keep them because you pulled them for a value of $40. What do you think, Mr. Joseph? Ooh. We're playing a little Pokemon Silver. Let's play some Pokemon Red and Blue. I'll keep him. All right, he's all yours. Joseph Smith. Very nice. Shoot. Now, what do we got next? Here's Miss Six. She says, run it back. 1 live and 3 shuffles. You got it. 1 live, 3 shuffles. Man, it'd be a good idea to get a larger live custom box, too, when you think about it. The larger the live custom and the larger the Poke Shuffle is, the more random it almost is. Like, if the box is so huge. Oh, you pull a Farigiraf. I'm sorry. Not a big snipe, though. All right, how about those 3 shuffles? The way things are going, probably in 6 months. What'll happen in 6 months? Oh, you mean the prices will reach $1 bazillion in 6 months? I don't know, man. I think, you know, market spikes and then it goes sideways and then it crashes. And so it's kind of like a seesaw. So it could be crashing right now. We don't know what's going on. Oh, there you go. You got Dolliv this time. All right. It's not all bad. You're in a better situation now, Six. Let's go grab that Dolliv. Dolliv's the olive Pokemon. Do you like olives, Six? I know there are people out there who don't like olives. I love olives. I'm an olive eater. We are? All right. So there's the Dolliv. It's a $40 card. You can re-roll it for 7 spots if you wish. The way things are going, probably in 6 months. Let's see. Re-roll. All right, so let's see. Let's grab these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that goes in there. Now we're going to change this to say 35. Good. All right, cross your fingers. Cross your toes. So now you're going to re-roll for 7. Oops. All right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Imagine this is like the top pull in the box. 1. Ooh, Jirachi. Oh, Victini. All right, you successfully re-rolled. Congratulations, Miss Six. Let's grab those 2 cards. Ugh. Wow. Yeah. She makes it look easy, but it's harder than it looks. 271. Oh, I don't know, Six. You might not want Victini 10. You might not want Where's the Jirachi? You might not be interested in Jirachi. All right, very nice, 6. That was about as good as it could get because you only spent $15 acquiring this $120 value. Now he's at 55, so you can keep them or you can re-roll them. Let me know what we're doing here, 6. No way. Let's go. Yeah, Poke Shuffles have gotten a little exciting. The re-roll system, I think, is very appealing. Reroll Jirachi, keep Victini. All right, Victini. This shall say 6. I'm going to toss this Farigiraf in there. Ooh, Farigiraf. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now, since it's 55, your reroll will be 10 spots. And this will be clicked down to 50. Sorry, Jirachi, nobody wants you. The Jirachi that nobody wanted. All right, what we got here? We got a 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good luck. Boop. Applin, Clefairy, Bronzor, Mimikyu. That might be a good one. All right. Let's go grab Mimikyu. Let's see. Eevee. Oh, Mimikyu. Where is he? I feel like I'm on some secret level. You are on a secret level. Don't worry, guys. I'll get to your turn as well. Miss 6 is just having some good luck at the moment. 6, you like good luck, don't you? That says Mimikyu, right? I did not run into a Mimikyu. Let me look again. Okay, hold on. All right, we got Jirachi. Let's grab all these. Let's just pull these out. All right. There we go. Now we get a bunch of room in the box. Oh, I didn't expect it was this Mimikyu. You got Mimikyu, Team Rocket's Mimikyu. There we go. I was expecting maybe a different Mimikyu. It's going to be this one, isn't it? Yeah, yes, it is. So here you are, nice and clean. Oops. Team Rocket's Mimikyu. Ooh. What do you think? Keep or re-roll? Re-roll. All right, so let's grab this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That goes back in. And this ticks down to 50. And you get a total of 10 re-rolls for this one. This is the only problem with the re-roll system is it can make someone's turn last really long. But if it's a slow night, it doesn't matter. Luckily, I don't think there's too many people in the queue yet. But I think there's some people in the queue, so we got to get this. 6 is having a very fun turn. She doesn't mind. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Come on. We've got this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. Ampharos. I'm going a little fast. Sponge Imagination. Imagination. All right. I know what card that is. You're going to find it funny. So this is a non-Pokemon card, though, but I think it's a hit. Let's see. So this one? So you rolled up, actually. Imagination. There you are. That's Tag 10 SpongeBob. Here it is. Not easy to grade those square cut cards, by the way. He's very rainbow. Bro. What do you think we're doing here? Re-rolling or keeping? There it goes. Not Pokemons? Not this time. Sometimes we allow some non-Pokemons in there to keep it a little fresh. All right, there it is. All right. Now to choose. Reroll. Sorry. No, it's okay. Don't feel sorry. It is. All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 50. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 80. All right. He ticks down to 75. And what do you get out of this? It's 75 divided by 5. 15. Oh, so she's gone from 10 to 15. That's a big upgrade. All right, let's see what happens. Okay. We got a 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, wait. We didn't need 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, there we go, 15. Numbers are getting a little big here. Let's recount that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, we're good. 1 ice cube. 1. Okay, I don't need to count them a third time. We already know it's 15. Oh, 1 ice cube this time. All right. Is that right? Didn't miss anything? Okay, good. 1 ice cube. Okay, fixing that. Let me think about the ice cubes. I think there's 2 of those in here. Let's see if we can find one. Scooby-dooby-dooby-dooby-dooby-doo. Ta-da! All right, not as good as our wonderful SpongeBob for reroll. This one's a 45, so your reroll would be 8 spots. This is going to be SAR Ice Cube. He's surprisingly a fire type, but he's a little ice penguin. This one comes from Ruler of the Black Flames. Not a fan of? Are we re-rolling? I better get this ready because you already said not a fan of. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. There it is. All right. This shall say 40. And now you get a total of 8 for your rerolls. Okay. All right. Here goes. Boy. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There it is. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This time you've got the Queen of Clubs, Lugia. I think I saw that card back here. Actually, this might be easy to locate. Ah, here it is. Ah, this one's a higher value than the Ice Cube. So this is Queen of Clubs, Lugia 9. Going till I get nothing or I get a Pokemon I like. Hey, what's up, Marchion? How's it going, man? This one's straight. It's a 9, though. I'm a 10 girly. All right. So 65, 1, 2, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So there's 13. You're going to get a total of 12. There we go. Yeah, I noticed the system can it can go on for a while. All right. Grab that. Trying to grab it in small pieces so we sift through the box slowly, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, wait, did I rotate 3 to the back already? No, I can't even remember. Oh, my God. I'm trying to go too fast. Hold on. I can't remember if I rotated 3 to the back. I'll just rotate 3 more to the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, there goes. You ready? What do we got? Maybe a really good one. 2. Gyarados. Gyarados is good. 2 live. Now you got 2 live customs coming out. Those are non-rerollable, but you also got this Gyarados. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 2 live. And Gyarados. Let's find Gyarados. Let's see. So there is a downside to the reroll system. That is, it can create really long wait times if you're not careful. Here's a Gyarados. Oh, he's pretty good. You can re-roll him, though, if you want. You're allowed to do anything you want, Six. We don't have any rule against it or anything. All right, you think about that. Let's go get her 2 live customs as well. Oops. So this is pretty good. You just went to $120. 1 and 2. He's not cute. Okay, that's cold. And that is cold. The live customs are cold this time. Sorry about that. All right, but these are yours technically. And it sounds like you want to re-roll this guy. All right. Well, I'm going to need more cards, actually. So we got 1, 2, 3. Wait, what is this crap? We don't need this. Crap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's 12. That doesn't get us all the way to what we need. 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 is 80, right? 15 is 80. That's 75. Am I doing this right? Hold on. Let me just do this with a calculator. 14. Yeah, I'm doing this right. Okay. There you go. All right. Good. Okay, Gyarados it is. Going back in. Good luck, Miss Six. Let's see what we got. A 1, a 2, a 3. Now, you're getting 65 this time, right? 65 divided by 5, 13. Because that's what he reduced. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 it is. 1, 2, 2 Waifu Shuffles. Okay, Waifu Shuffles. Aha, the Waifu Shuffles are non-rerollable. Some items cannot be re-rolled. So you're betting it all on the Waifu Shuffle now. It is. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a $40 value because 2 Waifu Shuffles are $20 each. All right. We got the battle music playing too. Isn't that funny? Or the wild Pokemon music. Oops. Put that back in. It kind of fell out. So it's all up to this. You could actually pull a big chase card out of here too. I think we got some really big ones in here. Okay, ready? Good luck. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. So this could be a lucky round. Let's see what it is. No. Well, that's very interesting, Miss Six. That was very interesting. Here it is. This is yours. That is a Simpsons card. My reign has ended. Six's reign has ended. You had a pretty good round, though. And look, you still walk away with this beautiful Victini. All right, still pretty good. So you are still up. Now we have an order from Mr. Jose Trevino. He wants 10 Pokey Shuffles. Jose Trevino, 10 Pokey Shuffles. What? I'm a Pokey Shuffle machine at this point. All right, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. When you buy 10 of these, you get 1 for free. Jose Trevino. Oh, there we go. The bonus card got you a pull right at the end. Whew. I was starting to sweat for you, man. All right, let's go get that no rarity Vulpix. All right. Yeah, I thought you were in trouble there. And that is, it says 3.5, so it's not this one. There's 2 of them in the box, I think, somehow. Is there 2 of them in the box? No rarity Vulpix 3.5. Hold on, let me double check. Because he's a 4, not a 3.5. Aha. This one. All right, now you can choose. Do you keep it or do you re-roll it? What do you think? Change BAME to 6 rounds. Yeah, the ability to re-roll in the Poke Shuffles is very interesting. He says try re-roll. All right, re-roll it is. 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I gotta count these correctly. I'm gonna make a mistake going fast, but I am trying to go fast to keep the line moving. There we are. All right, so you're gonna end up getting 5 in exchange for this Vulpix. You ready? It's not truly 90% that you get. It's sort of like you get, you know, whatever the value was minus 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good luck. Let's see what we got. What's going to happen for you tonight? Absol. Cha-ching. That's the $1 million Absol. You might like the Absol a little bit better, though. Let's see where he's at. Mr. Absol. All right, so there's an Absol in here. Here he is. Oh, he's about the same value. He's just a little more valuable. That's Absol Hollow from Battle Region. Here it is. We put him in there for only 35. That's generous. Ooh. I'll keep. All right, he's keeping the Absol. Very good. Jose Trevino, his turn is over. Are you sure you don't want to re-roll it like 17 times? Those re-rolls, man. Maybe we should have a rule after a certain point. It ticks down by 2 or something. But no, I don't know if that's fair though. I don't think that that's you know, if you're having a lucky streak, you should just get to have a lucky streak, right? Like that's part of the fun. We got Luke. Luke. We have Mr. Luke Ormsby. Luke, here goes. Boom. One cold one, Mr. Luke. Is Luke watching? I hope Luke got to see this. Yes, he is. One cold one, Mr. Luke. I'm sorry. It could have been a big hit. It's actually possible that could have been a big hit. It just wasn't this time. I'm sorry. Who's next? Who's next? Ivan Chiquilo. He's been waiting a little while. Hey, mister, 4 Poke Shuffles. What? Everyone's just buying the Poke Shuffles. All right, you got it, man. Wow, wow, wow. Poke Shuffle this, Poke Shuffle that. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. There it is. And you've got Graveler, Peturunt, the Oven. You got the Oven, Mr. Ivan. I'm sorry. All right, let's get this Charmander in there. No, let's get this Heracross. I like the Heracross better. All right, give me a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Heracross is going into the Poke Shuffles. He's a cute little Pokemon, isn't he? Who doesn't like Heracross? Heracross. T10. So, I think 2 slabs or something like that have come out of here. Let's add a slab back in. We just keep it full all the time. That's kind of how it goes. Thank you, Mr. Ivan. Sorry about the tough round. Now we have an order on the website coming up, right? Let's hit refresh on it. Heracross is my brother's favorite Pokemon. You have a brother? Mr. Oh, wait a second. It's not your turn. Mr. Bryce Carter, he says, a whole box of 151. Hey, mister, thanks for servicing the order. Bryce, what's up, Bryce? All right, we got Mr. Bryce. Where's my 151? Here it is. Aha. Let's pull a Pikachu Gengar tonight. This is my favorite product on the menu right now, price-wise. And the more of this you guys buy, the more I'll purchase it. So I'll restock it if it sells out. I saw that Destined Rivals got up to like $600 recently. Did you guys hear about that? Booster box of Destined Rivals reaching $600. That's so interesting because I bought so much of that. It was my favorite set, and I bought like 10 cases of it. Here it is. All right. But, you know, it was already like almost $250 a box at that time when I was buying it. But, yeah, I love Destined Rivals. Why? Because it's a Team Rocket set. Duh. Team Rocket. Do you think the Destined Rivals hollows and reverses will stay low pop? No, they will not. People are pretty aware of holographic card grading at this point. So, you know, to get their value back out, people are going to be grading those hollows probably. There's a couple really good ones in there, right? It is. Here it goes. All right. I'm a fan. I like it. Beautiful set. We have 40 likes. Get us to 40 likes, guys. I'll start giving this card away. Here's Pinsir. Here's Mewtwo. Here's Weezing. And Moltres. Oops. There we go. Here's Articuno. This is for Mr. Bryce Carter. Ooh, Blastoise. Very pretty. By the way, these boxes come straight out of a sealed case. I only buy the sealed cases, so I'm hoping we can pull a Pikachu Gengar soon. Here's a Golbat. Love it. I love how they made his mouth kind of crazy like in the video game. Here's Zapdos. Eradicate. Give us a Master Ball. Come on. No Master Ball. All right, you get Blastoise and Zapdos out of this box. Most aren't higher than Pop 10. Yeah, but trust me, over time, they'll grow. They'll grow, and there's so much of it out there. So they're not going to be like super rare, but I do think people are going to realize, oh my God, there's all these holographic reverse holo Team Rocket cards to grade. And so they're going to be chewing down on that for a while. I mean, same with Ascended Heroes. That also is a Team Rocket set. It doesn't sound like it is, but it is. And so I'll probably stock up on that over time if I can. You guys are busting through my Ascended Heroes real fast. But that's a cool Gengar set. But it also has Rocket's Mewtwo in it. It's a Rocket's Mewtwo set. So it's like we got 2 Rocket Mewtwo's. It's crazy. All right, there we are. 1 big Blastoise. Big man Blastoise. Bryce, is this a new bag? I bet it is. Is this a new bag, Mr. Bryce? Need a new one. Oh, yeah. Welcome back, Bryce. I'm glad you're hanging out. We get a lot of people who have been around the channel maybe a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and they come and go and say hi, and they buy products. Some people get back into it really strongly and stick around. We do 2 streams a day, 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening, and then on the weekends, I no longer stream on Sundays. I used to stream 7 days a week. I did that for a long time, and then AI's like, yeah, you better not do that anymore. You're going to die. Because you're not supposed to work that much, apparently. I don't get it, because I feel fine. But, and then it said, well, for the schedule for Saturday, I decided we'll do late night for after my wife goes to sleep, so that I can actually hang out with you guys and not interrupt her and my time together. Bryce. Thank you, Bryce. $3.20 for Typhlosion right now, PSA 10. Oh. That seems overpriced. Really? Only that much? I'm gonna go buy it. Wow. Chen Pao. Look at that Chen Pao. Look at that Charizard. Don't you guys want this Charizard? Nah, he looks goofy as hell. That's it. He's the new drill card. Joseph Smith is next. He would like a spot on the Rayquaza sub list. Here you go, Joseph Smith. All right. Very good. Now we have an order. Brian Froon. He says, for finishing slab away and then shipping that 1 slab to a P.O. box. All right, let's take a quick look at that. Mr. Brian. The Brian guy. We're going to go to slab away. Now we're climbing over here to Brian Froon. CGC Perfect Tops Clear Pikachu. Oh, okay. Nice. Looks like you left a little tip in there too. Is that right? Let's see. Well, this should be easy to identify because it's a CGC slab. Ah, Brian Froon. Did you do good on this card? I mean, I imagine you did. Everything went up in price over time. That's a perfect 10. Wow, that's pretty cool. Perfect 10, everybody. You don't see that very often. Boom. All right. Let's climb over here. We're going to reset our shipping software. I think the S&V base is the biggest sleeper of the Scarlet Violet era. Not really. What has it gotten? It's got Gardevoir. It's got But, you know, we got like this awesome Mega Gardevoir set from the Mega Base set. It's got, obviously, the 2 Bicycle Legendaries, which I hate. It's got like Machamp in it, doesn't it? I don't remember, actually. No, Machamp was in 151. What was in that set? It was like Dawn Fan or something. We are. I don't think so. I don't think it's a sleeper at all. It's not bad. It's just not a sleeper. It's still fun to open. All right, let's get your name. So, Mr. Brian. What's that music, man? So, I do have a P.O. Box address right here. I think what you're saying then is that address has not changed. All right, and we're going to hit print postage. And then it's going to say, would you like to set the shipping date to Monday? And I will say yes. Yes, sir. That was a tip. Thank you. I'm lagging 46 seconds. No problem, man. Well, I really appreciate it, man. That's very nice of you. And I hope you enjoy the card. It does really well for you over time. Pikachu Topps Clear, perfect 10. That's rare. You actually bought this a while back, and Pokemon cards continued to boom, so you're probably doing well. What's the pop-on perfect Pikachu? I actually don't know, but here is the QR code if you wish to scan that. So there you go. You can screenshot that. I just remember picking them up thinking, ooh, probably shouldn't have even sold them. But, you know, I say that about every card I sell these days. Every card I sell is like, probably shouldn't be selling this. So many cards are going to the moon these days. Or maybe not to the moon, but they're just, you know, doubling in price, going up by 25, 50%. Something nice like that. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate it. So your label is printed. Do we have another order in the queue? Looks like the queue's fine, actually. We're not super crowded, guys. The queue is fine. The wait times are low. Miss Six has come back. She says she'll try 10 of the shuffles. All right. Having another go at the Poke Shuffles. Good luck in there. 10 of them. So take a big chunk. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. So you're going to get 11 this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. See? You get 11. What we got? Spidops, Pack of Silver Tempest. Now, that one's not re-rollable. Okay, what else? Hopefully one more thing. Oh, the Jirachi returns. Look at that. You got Jirachi again. Oh, gimme cool. How about give me some more of these Pokemon cards? All right, 6. So the Pack of Silver Tempest cannot be re-rolled. He's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what he's going to be. He's going to be 4. All right. Also, I think I'm going to add a new item to the box. Another non-rollable item. And it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I believe we already have one of these in the box, but it gets pulled so rarely. I think it's safe to do 2 of them. It's going to be $40 to oldest break. Can't re-roll. On cards that cannot be re-rolled, it's kind of like, you know, on the little spin dippy table, how there's a little green silver or green spot, green slice, I should say. It's like that, isn't it? There it is. Some things just exist to stop the game almost. Now, so we'll have that in there. Let's go get your Silver Tempest. Now, 6, when it comes to the Silver Tempest pack, you don't have to open it. You can leave it sealed or you can open it. So let me know if you want to open it. That's the set with the Lugia in it, if you don't know it, okay? Now, you pull Jirachi and Gimmickool, that's going to be like $100 right there. You're like way up. Let's see. Here's the Jirachi. See, $50. And Gimmickool is $48. I don't know how to treat that one. How do we do 90%? I guess let's use the 90% rule on it. That's what we'll do with it. I should have rounded him to 50 or rounded him to 45. Six says open. You got it. Reroll. What are we re-rolling? All of it? All right. Let's see. Meowstic So cute. So it's just going to be a Meowstic in this round, though. All right. Nothing crazy coming out of Silver Tempest. You could have pulled an alternative art Lugia, but this time, just a Meowstic. Okay, we re-rolling both. Put that in there. Mister, I sold my Legend Maker Gengar for 28K. No! Did you really? Nice, man. That's awesome. Wow, you know, being able to make that gigantic sale kind of helps you get back to exactly where you were financially before you started going deep on the Pokemons, you know? That's cool, man. Well, it wasn't just Pokemon, it was One Piece too. How big of a flip was it? Do you mind if I ask? How much did you buy it for? You got that one from me? Was it a break? I actually don't remember how much you, if you got it here, I don't remember how much we sold it to you for. All right, so she says re-roll. You're wanting to re-roll both of these? I pulled it myself and graded it myself. Sweet. Nice, man. Re-roll both. Okay, I just needed you to say that. Good luck. Let me find out what the Gimme Ghoul is going to be all about. Give me a second here. Because he had like an odd number. So the Gimme Ghoul re-rolls at 90%, it goes to 43. So I think what that means is we're going to say that he was 45 and he's going to 40. That's what we're going to do, all right? So that's how we're going to treat the Gimme Ghoul, because 43 is not enough for a whole spot. All right, so let's grab this. And we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're getting out of the Pokemon market where you think it's too hot? You think the Pokemon market's too hot? Hell no, bro. That card will be double that price in a week. Trying to sell the Reverse Hollow Expedition Dragonite now. Ooh. Now that one you did get from us, right? I'm pretty sure you did. All right, we'll put this back up here. Oh, let's find out. How much do you get out of that? So that's 9 spots, and this is 8 spots. So you get a total of like 17 spots. Is that right? Hold on. Am I doing that right? Hold on. Let me look it up. 50 plus 40 divided by 5. You get 17 spots. Are you ready, 6? Here goes. 17. 17. Beauty Queen. Yes, I got that one from you. Sweet. Those cards are going crazy, too. I just bought a Cyndaquil from... What set was it from? Expedition, maybe? I just bought one of those Cyndaquils for $1,500. It's like, damn, dude, $1,500. I just bought that like yesterday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. There you go. All right, let's see what we got. So we've got Buizel, Muck, Dodrio. Now we're talking. Ooh. Just Dodrio. Oh, it's a tough round. Let me look at that again. All right, Dodrio. He's not terrible. He's the classic collection Dodrio. Here we are. Let's go grab him. But I think that will be less than the previous value is all. Ugh. The good news is I'm pretty sure he's a 10. You're a 10-6. Let's see. Aha. Oh, he's a cheaper one. That's a tough reroll. There it is. Dodrio Grass Deck. There you go. Well, you know, at least you also got that Silver Tempest pack too, right? That was kind of cool. Let's see. Not the bird. I know. You could risk another reroll, but it could come back cold. Reroll again. All right, you got it. One reroll. Maybe it is lucky this time. There's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. There's going to say... Oh, we don't have to write anything on it. Duh. What we have to do is we have to tick this down by 1 spot. So this goes from 35 to 30, and that's what you'll be getting on your reroll. You'll be getting the 30. So that is $60. I'm sorry, not $60. 6 spots. Good luck. You ready? I slowed down a bit for now and held on to that gold star mostly. We got 1, 2, 3. Ready? Lucky number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's rough, man. All right, a little bit rough. That's okay, 6. Darn. You know, we've seen, this is what we've witnessed, because it's fun watching you do this, Sigs. This is what we've witnessed. We've witnessed you pull incredible rounds, like the Jirachi and the Gimme Ghoul together with the Silver Tempest pack. That was like $120. So you like more than doubled on that round. And then we saw 2 rerolls cut you back down. And we've also seen on your first, remember the first round when you were doing a bunch of rerolls, we saw you jump up and up and up, then down, then up, and then eventually back down. So it seems like if you keep re-rolling, well, no, I think in theory you can keep re-rolling and hit like a mega jackpot, but I think you just have to be very lucky. So somewhere in the box is the optimal pull. Like there's a chase cards in the box, for example, like $100 cards. Let me show you actually. So when you re-roll, you have a shot at some of these big cards, like this guy for 80, this guy for 80, this guy who I'm not sure if he's in the box actually. We need to check that one. The Imagination SpongeBob was one of the big pulls. And, oh, you actually did pull some of the big pulls. The Gyarados is considered a big pull. And Ganondorf. This is a very interesting cast, actually. This makes me think we need another $100 Pokemon in the box. Okay, it's good to do that. When you put them all side by side, you go, oh, you need a big $100 Pokemon card in there. All right. I'm learning about my own box. Okay. What do we got next? Any other orders in the queue? Wow, NH definitely put it in the show and tell. I didn't offer the treasure rare, one of the volume 3, but it was raw. Let's see, 99% of gamblers quit before hitting big go again 6. Let me hit refresh over here. Let's see. I've been searching for the serialized G5 Luffy, man. I love the art on it. So I'm going to get another card into that box now, I think. We got any $100 Pokemon card? Here's one, Abra. Abra it is, Abracadabra. All right. All right. Let's see. You sold your legendary collection, Gengar? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. No! All right, Abra going in. Abra, P10. All right, there we go. Gotta make sure we have a nice Pokemon in there. Legend Maker Mister, the Rev Hollow with the stamp. No! How did you feel after the sale was done? Did you feel good about it, or do you have any sort of like second thoughts? Place this over here. I like that card myself. A lot of Gengars out there, though. Are you going more for like a One Piece collection? One Piece is cool. I heard One Piece got a little cheaper. I think I lowered the price on my OP13s recently. Look at this. I still got these. Oh, where is it? Oh, is it not here? I still got those OP5s somewhere. Did I keep them over here at all? Let's see. Well, if I got them over here, I don't know where I'm hiding them. No, not over there. Yeah, I must be hiding it somewhere. OP5. I was sweating, man. I was clinging to those. I'm buying up modern SIRs. Picked up the Team Rocket Mewtwo 10 and Sunbreon. The modern cards, those aren't bad either. Those are pretty cool. Let's see. Miss Sarah Dusababy's here. Sarah! How's it going, Sarah? Felt guilty like I sold my child. I've abandoned my child. There's a really good scene from There Will Be Blood where he has to go to like the church and like repent. And it's like a really humiliating scene for him that he has to do in front of the church guy who he hates. Like the antagonist is the church guy, the preacher. And he has to give a convincing act that he, abandoned his boy or something like that. Great scene. And we like to run that scene when somebody sells a Pokemon card that's really dear to them. All right, so here's Miss Sarah, 10 Poke Shuffles, 2 live customs, 5 of the OP13s, and 10 perfect orders. I heard perfect orders aren't selling, but I don't know. They're selling for us. Perfect order is cool, man. It doesn't have a big chase card like the other sets, but it's got a lot of good supporting cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What I mean to say is it doesn't have Charizard, it doesn't have Umbreon, it doesn't have Gengar. Good riddance, man. Those cards are in too many of the recent sets. Those sets all just go to, like, the freaking moon, bro. They're too expensive. Almost feels like this set's just like a normal Pokemon set. There it is. We almost need the breather. You know, back-to-back-to-back mega sets. Like, Jesus. All right, there we go. Popping that over there. Mister, what do you think of the Grail of the recent... What do you think is the Grail of the recent modern sets? Ooh. The recent Grail. You know? My brain can't pick one. Name them out to me. I think I know them all, but I don't think anything's standing out strongly in my mind. Here's Staryu. You've got, like, the Mega Gengar, and it's just sort of like, he's good, but is he Legend Maker good? Then you've got Team Rocket's Mewtwo from Destined Rivals was cool, but he's also a bit strange. There's the Prismatic Umbreon. He's real neat. He's hard to pull mostly, though. That's what makes him so neat. If he was easy to pull, he would still be popular, I think, but he just wouldn't be the same. I don't know, dude. Phantasmazard. That one's pretty strong. Yeah, Phantasmazard's pretty strong. There's Rowlet. Ooh, and Decidueye. Look at that. They go together. How cute is that? Look at that, Sarah. You got them together. That's so neat. Magikarp AR. Ooh, yeah. Actually, but does that count? How big of a time range are we talking here? How big of a time range are we talking? Bubble Mew. Yeah, he's popular. Are we talking all Scarlet Violet? How big of a time range are we allowed to go after? So many good ones. Salandit. Obviously, it's going to be Drapion. Sun and Moon. Mark Carp just sold for 3.5. Here we are. Now we've got Chien Pao. Ooh, can't forget about this Gengar in this set. He's a hit. All right. This set has a Gengar in it. He's just a little hollow. And Meowth. All right. Very good. Yeah, my choice might actually be that Magikarp. That would be Scarlet Violet Paldea Evolved. Is that right? Did I get that name right? Maybe not. Can't remember the names. There's Greninja. There's the Crown Pikachu. People sure have a hard-on for Pikachu. It's not going to be the Obsidian Flames Charizard, but he's okay. I think the Mega Charizard's going to rank really high, but I think that Magikarp really does it for me. You can keep the hollows. What? I'm going to put you into the free slab for that, Miss Sarah. If you guys donate some hollows tonight, I'll toss you into the free slab. All right, look at that. Ooh. Let me get this done so I don't forget it, and then let's get the rest of your order. All right. Mister, you should pick up bulk of the GameStop Gengar with the GameStop logo. To be honest, I find it kind of off-putting somehow. It's like they made it worse. So we need 10 Poke Shuffles and 2 live customs as well. And 5 the OP13s. Let's get those 5 OP13s. Yeah, I've seen the GameStop logo on some cards, and I don't know. I think you have to be like a mega GameStop fan for that to work. You see, the reason why the McDonald's promos work so well is because absolutely everybody knows the McDonald's brand, and generally there's a positive regard for that brand. GameStop kind of makes me feel like, oh yeah, that's that company that bought my video games for like a nickel, and I felt very ripped off by it. So GameStop does not give me the same feeling as McDonald's. Is what we got. We've got a hollow. Here's a hollow. Here's a holo. Ooh. Here's a holo. And here's a holo. No luck on that round. You did better on the perfect order. I have a feeling we're about to get an insane Gyarados and Rayquaza. We are getting an insane Rayquaza. Yes, we are. You know, I think I would like to say that I don't think any of the recent pulls reach the level of a Grail card in my mind that competes strongly with Vintage. Maybe the Magikarp. That's about it. The Magikarp, all the way up there. Mega Charizard, a little bit. Mega Gengar, he's not high enough. The Rocket's Mewtwo from Destined Rivals, same deal. Like, he's a good product, but he's not high enough. The Prismatic Umbreon, not good enough looking. So none of them really reach the point in my brain that says Grail. I think Magikarp might be the only one out of all the cards that we've had. So 2 live customs. Let's grab those next. I think it might just be the Magikarp. 1, 2, 3. I feel like they printed a ton of those. Excited for the new set. 1, 2. Okay, you ready, Sarah? Let's see if you get a big hit out of here. Lots of cards in the live customs, but they're pricier. Oh, no luck. You pick up a cute Aerodactyl, though. Yeah, it might just be the Magikarp. I've no doubt that the hits can go up in price. Of course they can, but only the Magikarp kind of breaks into this territory in my brain where it's like really special. And it's because of his absurdly good artwork. 10 Poke Shuffles, and one of them is free. All right, you ready? Let's grab this. How are those Magikarps doing in terms of pop count? Does anybody know? 1, 2, 3. They're an AR card, so they're an unusual pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ooh. What do we got? Oh, we pulled these earlier. I recognize these. Oh, no! Oh, I'm so sorry, Sarah. No luck with the Poke Shuffles. I'm sorry. Poke Shuffles and live customs eating your lunch this time. All right, tossing that over there. And now, Miss Sarah. Yeah, I'm sorry. That was rough on those. You know what's crazy, Sarah, is we were just watching. Miss Six was just hammering through those, pulling a lot of spicy things out. So what we can say about your round, I guess that Aerodactyl's helping a little bit. What we can say is you got a really good round of perfect order. The OP13, which was only 5 packs, that was a cold round. And then the live customs and the Poke Shuffles were unlucky. Dang it. 3,800 PSA 10 Magikarps with a 15% gym rate. Ooh, yeah, so he's going to be hard to acquire in the future, too. That's what that means. Let's see what that card's selling for these days. Magikarp, Paldea. Oh, he's back up. Okay. Because he kind of dipped back down to like 2K for a little while. Yeah, I'm not surprised. He's definitely one of the prettiest cards I've seen. But, you know, you got cards like Bubble Mew was pretty popular as well. Bubble Mew. He's cool in his own way. Yeah, you know, it's weird. I feel like this Rayquaza and the Moonbreon and some of the other cards from the previous season of Sword and Shield were really more like Grails than what we had for Scarlet Violet, which was the whole problem with Scarlet Violet. When that set came out, people just weren't going so nuts on it. It wasn't performing like the previous generation. Next up, we have Miss Six, live custom, and then I sleep. Here goes Miss Six, 1 live. Good luck. That's pretty good, man. I feel like that Magikarp was one of the things that, you know, kind of started the Pokemon bull market. I think people started seeing those Magikarps go up and up and up, and all of a sudden there was this realization that, oh my gosh, even if the SARs suck, the ARs don't. And so all of a sudden, it's a cold one. I'm sorry, Six. All of a sudden, I think you see people coming back into the hobby going, oh, wait a second, this is not dead. All right, Six, it was a miss. Let's see what's next. We have an order from... but it was also Radiant Greninja at the time, too, which was kind of a surprise because Radiant Greninja had never... Mr. Joseph Smith wants one live custom boosty. You got it. The live custom boosters and the Poke Shuffles are just flying today. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There it is. What do we have? Well, you got this cute little turtle. That's a Dragon Ball holo. That's kind of cool. Someday I'm going to have like a baggie of cards just for the live customs, and they're going to be like loaded with like these cheap little cards. I guess that's kind of already true, but it's going to be even stronger than before. Here's a little turtle. You like turtles? I like turtles. There we go. All right. Live customs and Poke Shuffles. They're popular. Especially when you hit. Sorry, did I get the Rayquaza break? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Here it is. Joseph Smith on number 3. The Rayquaza, he is the most popular break right now. $20 sub list, $200 to buy directly in for a 1 in 11 odds. Let's rotate the table. We've got this Darkrai for $90. That's funny because I could have sworn there was another one. There it is. We can take a picture of these guys together and take them off the table. Ooh, that's a consignment break. Consignment card, I mean. Here's a Coughing for $35. That's kind of cool. Here is a Giratina for $50. And a Bulbasaur 10 for $190. That's kind of expensive. All right, picture time, guys. 8 more likes till free. That's right. Got some free for you guys. I always do. We're going to go over to the All Slabs April channel. That's the new channel, All Slabs April. All right. What do we have here? We've got Del Caddy. So this is a nice vintage card. This is from Ruby Sapphire. It's a reverse holo. I'm trying to get some vintage onto the table for you guys. It is tricky. I don't know how to do it without losing money or having to add a premium or something, you know. Look at this. Gym Break, Gym Challenge, and Breakthrough Break. Pretty cool. This weird Duraludon, and more like Saladon, and Aerodactyl. I don't know if I've done a price check on the Aerodactyl in a while. So we finished rotating the A's. You know what that means? We need to rotate the 9s and lower now. These guys. These guys are the next group to rotate. So let's start stacking it up over here. We love our rotations. Did you guys see the binder break? Here's the binder break. This. All right. Whoa. Whoa. A lot of cards in here. Charmander. Some poker. I wrote some price tags on them to show you how much value was already in the box. So this is $40, 1 in 4 odds to take it home. $40, 1 in 4 odds to take all this home. It's like a whole bag of cards. Where can I get my signed MR Pikachu? You mean Mr. Pikachu? Hey, what's up, Lifesaver? What's up, man? Who, me? Little old me? Whoa. Whoa. There's cool stuff in here. So these are getting rotated on. Kind of like getting dabbed on. Ugh. Oh, I think Sarah's going ham tonight. I think Sarah's going deep. She's going deep. All right, let's see. What do we got for you, Miss Sarah? She says, I shall get something from the Poke Shuffles. 10 Poke Shuffles. 2 live customs. 10 more perfect orders. 11 OP15s. And 2 spots for the Ray sub list. Yes, ma'am. All right, here you go. So said, oh, yes. She said, well, have you tried the power of money? All right. So that list is halfway done. And 10 Poke Shuffles. Boop. All right. So we got a 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ooh, the odd 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You got a good one. I think this is a positive pull, actually. That says promo Charmander on it. That's got to be the gift Charmander, then. He's from Pokemon Go. He came out of, like, a promo pack. There was a Charmander, Bulbasaur, and a Squirtle. Let's see. Now, he's a non-holo card, but you could only collect him as a non-holo card. That was the only way you could get him. And he's got a little gift in his hand. Here it is. Yeah. Pokemon Go gift. Pretty cute. Now, you can re-roll that if you don't like them. And we could try again, because you'll have 11 cards for your re-roll if you wish. Meow, 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 meow. One whole Pokemon Go Charmander. What do you think, Sarah? Reroll or keep? Let's get her 2 live customs while she thinks it over. Okay. Maybe a big hit in here, Miss Sarah. All right. A 1, a 2, a 3, 4, 5. She said 2, right? Yep, she said 2. Good luck in the live custies. Boop. And boop. 2 cold ones. That's rough. That's crazy. The live customs, they're a lot scarier because it's like you can obviously pull some really big cards, but you can also lose a lot of money very fast. All right, so your live customs were cold. Okay. Oh, Sarah. Let's get the rest of her order together. 10 of the perfect orders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to be forced to buy more perfect order. So Miss Sarah says, keep. You got it, Miss Sarah. All right. Oh. Tossing this away. And she says she wants 11 of the OP15 packs. Ah, the OP15s. Here they are. How do you like that? Another yellow box. Sarah, I watched the whole One Piece live action on Netflix. What did you think of it? Did you like it? I've never watched the anime, so it was interesting to watch. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Good luck. Meow, 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 meow. Snipping time. Anything's possible. How's Tyranitar looking? Fat? No, but he's not moving very fast. Actually, none of the breaks are moving super fast. Maybe the breaks aren't as sexy as the live customs and the Poke Shuffles lately, because let me tell you something. We've been selling a lot of those Poke Shuffles to everybody. It is. I think they're just very fast. They're snappy. They're fun. And if you don't like the card that you pulled, maybe you try to re-roll it and see if something better comes up. All right. But, you know, there's something to be said about those big $40 breaks. Tyranitar is more of a grail card than what you can pull out of the Poke Shuffles. Rayquaza is definitely a grail card. He's 100% a Poke Grail. All right, here goes Miss Sarah. We got, what's this guy's name again? We've got Sanji. And then there's this guy who we were just introduced in the live action to. Here's this guy with the wings. Here's Monkey D. Luffy. And here's this guy. He's a main character. I'm not allowed to forget his name. Here's this pirate who had like the rubberiness or something. All right. And here's this lady. And oh, what's this? It's Enel. And here's this guy with the big tummy. Whoa. That's one fat tummy if you ask me. Whoa. He's tummying it up. Are we donating these hollows? All right, now, perfect order. You ready? Here goes. We've got Lumiose. Mr. likes tummies. That's actually true a little bit. We are here's Servine. Here's Superior. Here's Eradicate. Yeah. Two-blade. Two swords. This bet don't cross the blades. All right, here's Skorupi. Skorupi looks so good, but Drapion looks horrible. Come on, Pokemon. What'd you do? They ruined Drapion. Well, you do talk about it every time you see a tummy. Well, I just noticed his tummy's fat as hell, bro. Here's Mega Zygarde. Boop. And here's Spinarak. And here's Landorus. And finally... Oh, man, you're picking up Mega Starmie. Look how tough he looks. He looks so proud. All right, Mega Starmie, which is, yes, is in perfect order. It's a lot of fun, actually. I got to sneeze, man. All right. That's why I got my sneeze guard here. Okay. Damn, them legs. I know. This guy's like, da-da-da. Oh, man, I still got to sneeze. It's allergy season. All right. You can keep the hollows. Sarah, you shouldn't have. Now my throat's all itchy. I hate it. I hate it. I got to sneeze again, man. I do the Starmie stance naked in front of the mirror. Do you really? You got to at least once a day. It's called a power stance. There we are. Ooh. Pretty decent round, I'd say. Now, Miss Sava. I believe we were starting a fresh baggie for you, Miss Sava. Here it is. So, we're going to put these in here. We're going to toss them in. Yes, I have a very sniffly nose. Oh, man, I like that Metagross, man. He is pretty nice. I was a fan of Metagross when I was younger. So I think we got it all right. 10 perfect orders, 11 of these, 2 spots in the Ray. Very good. Jesse Salinas is in 2 Poke Shuffles, 1 perfect order. Here you go, Jesse. 1 perfect order for Jesse Salinas. Oh, you got 1 Mega Starmie. Boop. All right. 2 Poke Shuffles. Let's grab those Poke Shuffles. You ready? Ready for a big snipe? We've seen some big snipes off of 2 Poke Shuffles. 2, 3, 1, 2. 2 called ones. All right. Nothing crazy there, Mr. Jesse Salinas. Just some normal pulls this time. But I'm telling you, I've seen some crazy ones off of 2 Poke Shuffles. All right. Would you like to keep him? You can have it. I'll buy it from you. I don't know if it feels right if I just get it for free. Here it is. I mean, you could give it to me for free as a donation. Sometimes people donate. Why don't I do a trade with you? Here we are. You've been very nice to me already anyways. Let's see. Let's see. You know what, Sarah? I'm not going to accept him, okay? He's going to be all yours, all right? All right, I had to look at him first. There we go. It's a gift. Sarah, the gift is the friendships we made along the way. Let's grab Goop Gas Attack. Miss Boa Hancock. We've got Charizard. We've got Gary the Snail. Who doesn't want Gary the Snail? And here's Dawn. Ooh. Do you guys want Gary to be a break? He could be a gym break, 2 spots. All right. I don't want to accept him if he's badly off center, because what I'll be forced to do, Sarah, is I'll be forced to sell him anyways. If he was going to grade maybe 10, I would want to offer you a good value for him so that I don't feel like I'm ripping you off. But as a, let's say he's going to be like a 9 or something, I would just be selling him. So I don't want to accept your gift and then just make money off of it either. You see what I'm saying? He would have been a very good gift as a 10. All right, let's see. Joseph Smith, he says, 1 live custy boosty. You got it. 1 live custom booster. Off center, East Escargot. That's Gary the Snail. He could be a gym break. He could be a 3-way gym break. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, good luck. Boop. 1 cold one. Joseph Smith. That is the Pokey Shuffle. Those are tough, man. All right. I'm sorry. Look what I ran into. Doesn't that look nice? This is actually a reprint of the Bubblegum Mickey Mouse collection. I have a whole box of these, but I found this had fallen into another box. I was doing some sortings earlier today. So many tag slabs. Yeah, we got a lot, man. I do a lot of tag grading. Kangaskhan, Noivern, Manectric. Look at all these. These are all 9s, because these are coming out of the 9 box. 4 more likes, and I start the giveaway. So many cards that just barely missed a 10. So sad. Scooby-Doo, So first, we are tossing these all over here. Don't like PSA? No, I like PSA. Tag's just a decent company, that's all. When they first came out, I made a short about them, and that short went on to get like 1 million views or something like that. I don't know if it's 1 million, but it's a whole bunch. So I was one of the guys who did an early review of Tag. I heard about him, and I saw him. I said, that's cool. I said, transparent slab. I was like, that's pretty neat. So I rushed out an order to them very early before people were talking about it too much. And that video ended up doing very well, I think, because Tag's been a very good company. That's why. And then later on, maybe a couple months later, I asked them if I could be a middleman, and they gave me a middleman contract. So we get a little special pricing, and I do a lot of tag grading. And they sell. It's been a good deal. It's been a good situation. Here we go. We got Hydrapple. Here's Charmander. Here's the Lego Break. Here's Destroy It. Here's Hi, Kevin. All right, good. Got some slabs here. Don't be a glizzy. Hit the like. Well, you could be a glizzy if you want to be a glizzy, man. It's a free country. Doobie-doobie-doo. Click. Here's Morgan David John. 1 live custom. Mr. Morgan. Mr. Morgan bought a live custom. Mr. Morgan bought. Dooba-dooba-dooba-dooba-doo. Do you guys know that song? Who knows that song? There it is. Boop. Ready? Oh, he got it. This is T10 Rayquaza. Ray. All right. Oh, is it this one right here? It is this one. All right. You know, we've been saying 90% on the reroll this whole time. I think that we should come up with a new statement, and it should just be like, you can re-roll it minus 1 spot or something like that. Because I feel like the math is so much easier, and there's no store credit involved, right? Like there's no leftovers. So that's been working really well in the Pokey Shuffles. And I'm thinking we should do it over here too. Too many clips, Mr. Sniffling. Was just wondering, I just started working at PSA. You're working at PSA? Oh, very cool, man. No, I like PSA a lot. you know, they helped make me who I am today. I got no problem with them. Some people talk a lot of poo-poo on PSA. You won't hear me do that very often. You know, if they make a mistake, they make a mistake. But I don't hate them. Keep. All right, you got it. The only thing I can say is that Tag is also treating me very nice. And by the way, you know, if there was some kind of influencer program or middleman program or anything like that at PSA, I would love to be part of it. But, you know, they probably look at me like I'm a small fry or something. Or maybe like they want to stay separated from influencers, right? Who knows? Like that might be part of their strategy is we don't do influencers. All right. Let's see. It's okay. We definitely make mistakes. Need to be better in the future. Yeah, and yeah, it's just how it is. Yeah, you hear some people go like nuclear when they hear like a mistake that PSA makes, and I just go, it's like it's just the nature of it. It's going to happen. It's going to happen again. Like it'll happen again. It will, and then you just have to find a way to forgive them or something. Just how it is. Or never use PSA again. You know, it's like saying I'll never shop at Target or Walmart again. It's like, well, you probably will. Here's Sylveon. So you can't avoid them. They're too big. Here's Trevenant, and here's Gengar. Let's see. Go tell PSA to give me more 10s, damn it. All right, let's grab this. And Pidgeot. Oh, but that's a 6, so we can't do that one. How about well, that's a consignment. Damn it! I'm looking for a card I can rotate off this table. That's consignment. All right, we got these consignment cards. Let me find all the consignment. That's consignment. Okay. What else is consignment? It's not consignment's turn currently. Let's see. We are trying to slow down the submissions. Really? PSA is trying to slow down submissions. How's that? By like maybe increasing prices or something? That's it. I'm sending in a whole submission of energy cards. That was the idea. Here it is. Now's a pretty hot time for the Pokemon card hobby. I don't think you're going to slow anybody down too much right now. All right, there we are. Ooh. It's full speed ahead. Now, wait a second. We don't need this $40 price tag. Throw that away. Wouldn't that be NDA? It is. All right. All right. Very good. Let's take a picture. Ready? We're going to jump over here to consign. And let's take a picture here. Click. Good. Now, so that was 5 consignment slabs that we can now take down off the table. Good cards. Good cards. Let's get them sold. It was assumed LMAO. What is NDA? NDA means no dogs allowed. Oops. All right. Ooh, look at this Hops Trevenant. Wow, that looks cool, man. Even though it's a Trevenant, it looks nice. All right. So we have no orders in the queue. If you guys want to be entertained, send in an order. You can also ask me to trade some cards with you. This is the trade slab. It's a kind of break. And you can get in here by giving me some of your junk cards. We need 4 more people to finish off the trade slab. Nobody in the queue right now, guys. All right, let's see what we got here. So we're bringing up the 9s now. So we got this Halo 9 for $40. I mean, yeah, it's probably about 40. I like that card. Here is a Gundam holographic versus Zaku. Oh, that's cool as hell, man. Oh my god, I can't believe this didn't get a 10. Wonder why I failed the 10. Such a cool card. Let's see. Very good. Here's... Anyways, I just wanted to pop into your channel and say hi. I watched you a few times back in 2022, 2023, when Pokemon was way lower than it is now. Awesome, man. I really appreciate it. I hope you come back and hang out as often as you want. You're totally welcome to come anytime you want. And we can talk about Pokemon cards and grading. We can talk about all kinds of things. Like, I would say one of the biggest focuses of my channel was actually grading. It always was. Wouldn't you guys agree with that? So every Pokemon card channel had its own style and flavor. Mine was a hyper focus on grading. Look at this, Mr. Poppy. We even made our own grading company. Not a very advanced one. But look, see, we got it all together. We got the encapsulator, we got the stickers. Cool, right? And this is an old abandoned one, I'm sure, so we're just getting rid of it. Actually, this would make a good giveaway. Yeah, I was always very passionate about card grading, and I think that was a defining aspect of the channel. I'm into it, you know what I mean? Like, I'm into the concept. I'm into the fine details. I like to know what's going on between the companies. I like to know all that stuff. We are. And I think that served me well, you know, because you had, I don't know if you guys remember this, but there was some YouTubers, Pokemon YouTubers, who were telling you guys, don't collect graded cards. Remember that? They would talk all kinds of horse poo on the grading companies, and they would say, don't do it. They're such a ripoff. They're so bad, yada, yada, yada. They had a million arguments, great arguments. I never cared about their arguments. I just went and got as many graded cards as I could, and that has been my success. That has been so important for what worked out for me over time. Look at some of these, Mr. Poppy. Look at some of these PSA. Look at these lovely PSA cards. Mr. LaFlame says he just sold one of his Legend Makers for $28,000. Let's see. Here's Shining Tyranitar. Look at these. Mudkip. Charizard. So I'm glad I didn't listen to that advice, because there were YouTubers advising not to buy graded cards. That turned out to be very wrong. It's fun to make arguments, but if you followed that advice of not buying graded, you messed up. Graded is the best way to collect cards. It's the most expensive way, too. But, you know, of course, the grading companies can make mistakes. They can cause all kinds of ruckus. It happened to me. I've seen some bad stuff, but it's just part of the deal. It's just part of the deal, you know. Encapsulation includes crushing your cards, losing your cards, bending your cards, putting big fingernails on them. Thumbprints, I mean. Look at that guy. Oh, here's my other Legend Maker. Oh, I had a guy asking about this today. Look at that. We are going to be better at making things right in the future. Yeah? It's hard for any company not to mess up with that much volume. Exactly. So how do you feel about PSA and all the new information about them trying to be kind of scummy? Give me an example, Mr. Papa Smurf. There's a lot of news all the time, so be more specific, and I'll give you my opinion on it. Somebody wanted to buy this from me for $24,000 a day. It's really funny. He said a big long thing about, you know, his plans of putting together the Southern Island collection and how emotional it's going to be, and I was like, it's still going to cost like. You know, he wanted to buy it for 24. I was like, dude, this got to be at least 100 or something. I could be wrong about that, but it's like, I don't want to give it up for less than 100 because it's such a special card. Come on, bro. But, yeah, he was like, yeah, let's do 24. And I was like, let's not. Sparkle Charizard. Ooh, Umbreon. It reminded me kind of like real estate. Your real estate agents encourage you to write like a letter to the seller to try and convince them to sell at a lower price. And so you're supposed to write like a sappy letter about, oh, yeah, me and my beloved, we're going to come in here and have wonderful memories with our baby children. So you're encouraged to do that. And it's like, bro, the price is the price. No letters are needed. You can just state the price, and if it's the wrong price, we don't do a trade. Sure it wasn't Louis? Yeah, I'm sure it wasn't Louis. I would know if it was Louis. If it was Louis, there would be signs. My fingers hurt making paper cranes. You're making paper cranes? That's very sweet, Miss Tammy. I like paper cranes. Did you know? I bet you didn't know this about me, Tammy. I was a master of origami when I was younger. I was extremely good. I did origami for like 10 hours a day sometimes. I was also exceptionally good at paper airplanes, and I would hand make kites. You guys didn't know that about me, I bet. Yep, I did Legos, I did Connects, and then origami and paper planes. What I would do with paper planes, I would make a rule for myself where I'm trying to get it to go up into the air and stay airborne for like 3 minutes or something. So I would see how long can I keep that paper airplane in the air? And I would just test different weights and different designs for like, I'm telling you, all day long, I was so invested into those ideas. But origami gets really complicated at the end. So origami gets so complicated that it's almost like you're not just doing folds. Well, you could. So you could do origami that has like 100 tiny little folds, and you could create like a gorilla head. Is like ridiculous. Gorillas or rhinos and all this other stuff. But it gets so complicated that you can actually start to work with like almost like 3D bulbous images in the origami. So I had all the starter kits, and then at some point my parents bought me like a whole stack of the origami paper, and then it got real serious because you know, there's videos of the really complicated origamis, and I would just sit there all day long trying to figure it the hell out. And, you know, it takes a lot of precision, basically. You had to understand the fold, but you also had to be precise enough to actually do the fold. And it takes a little bit of practice, a lot of patience. I just loved it. So when I was younger, my brothers and I would actually be playing Pokemon Ruby and Pokemon Sapphire, and I'd be laying on the floor in the basement with the whole stack of paper, just practicing my origami all day long. Let's see. Origami's fun. Any plans on buying others out? Out of what? I deal with a bunch of strategy stuff for the company. Strategy? Oh, okay, very cool. Okay, so maybe you're in like a marketing team or something like that. Man, I wish PSA would hook me up. I would give PSA some positive regard. They got to hook me up sometime with like a influencer job. But again, I don't think PSA does that. On the surface, it seems like it shouldn't be that hard because we're all just trying to see what it's a 10 or not. All right, so next up we got a Tammy Lowe. She says, using credit, 10 perfect orders. You got it, Miss Tammy. All right, Tammy. That's 127 minus 85. Meow, 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 meow. $42 remain. So we are going to run out of perfect order at this rate. It is actually pretty popular. I think people like the lower price. I think they do. There it goes. Let's see. But if a card is beat up, can you say if it's a 3 or a 5? Let's see. I need a solid PSA 10 card or card for around $1,200. What do you have that would be a good investment? $1,200 card, huh? I mean, I do have the Pricey Slabs channel in Discord. You guys know about that, right? The Pricey Slabs channel. Look, here's a QR code to the Discord server right there. You can scan that, and it'll take you to our Discord server. Here's the deal about it. We got these channels with pictures of all my slabs for sale, okay? So check that out. Look for the Pricey Slabs channel. And we might have, like, here's a 3.6 thousand Wigglytuff. Here's an 800 Light Flareon. Here's a $1,000 Red Magikarp. Now, these prices might have to be checked before they sell because prices change pretty rapidly for the big ones week to week. They could be overpriced, right? Like a new one could come on the market. So these are, of course, open to negotiation. And before they officially go, I might check the price. Here's a $1,200 one. This is interesting. The Fairy Energy. Oh, yeah. Jolteon. Black Label Kuromi. Good stuff. So check out our Pricey Slabs channel. There's more of that in the Pricey Slabs channel. Do you collect Pokemon film cells? Are you asking me? All right, so let's see what's next. That was Tammy Lowe. Oh, we're not done with you, Tammy. We got to get your 10 perfect orders, right? I said, let's see what's next. I was just answering his question. I wasn't trying to skip you or anything. Here we go. Ba-doo-be-doo. Here we are. Yeah, I'm afraid I can't show you all of our Pricey Slabs in one sitting. It'll take a while. There goes. Was about to say, where's my bags? All right. Accounting error. Accounting error. All right. Very good. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 10 of these. For the illustrious Tammy. Tammy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to write you a song on GarageBand called Tammy. We're going to say snip. And we're going to snip this one. Snip. And we're going to snip this one. And we're going to snip this one. And we're going to snip this one. I have the most English cards in PSA 10. English? English? Oi, Bev, like that? I'll be taking them sneakers then. Serendipitously. Here's Yveltal. How do the British speak? They have a certain way they speak. I'm part British. I got some of those British genes. Did you know that? That's right. I'm going to the land of Britain. Ooh, Jacinth. Here's Dugong. I'm like quarter British. Oi, bruv. All right. Here's some more halos. You got this guy. Do you like this guy? Oh, man, I got to sneeze so bad, Tammy. You have no idea. I got to sneeze so bad. He's a big English collector. Oi, bruv. 2 asleep for tomorrow card show. Oh, man, I'm dying. Was it easier for you to get perfect order? No, I wouldn't say it was easier. It was just cheaper. And we're almost sold out of our... This was like a mini order I made. When a new set comes out, I tend to order from multiple people. And we're waiting for the main one to arrive. Hopefully it arrives on Monday. Mr. Poppy says, do you go to any card shows? Not really. I've been to 3. I've been to the Kansas City one twice, and I've been to a St. Louis one that was an absolute disaster. It was packed wall to wall. You couldn't move. Like, you physically could not move. It was 100% a fire hazard, and you couldn't shop. It was impossible to shop. Ooh, Auroras. Something tells me this is a Tammy kind of card. Tammy, do you mind if I get any bugs on it? Here's Naveen. It's Naveed. Yeah, I haven't been to that many card shows. I just don't live near them. I can go to one, but I got to drive for like 2 hours, and then I got to drive back home. It's super annoying. Now I have to represent PSA at a bunch later this year. Oh, I see. Okay, so your job is going to the card shows. That's cool, man. Very neat. We are. You going to the Kansas City one? I don't know the next time Kansas City is having one. Might not be for like a while, but I might be at that one. I don't know. I went to one and then I skipped one and then went to another one, and now I can't decide if it's worth it. I don't buy anything when I go. My job is probably good to attend. We are. All right, there we go. Oh, Tamilo. Aurora's Jacintha. Jacintha. That's like Jacinto from Gears of War. All right, we got the Tammy bag. Tammy. Tammy, I'm going to write a country song about you. We are. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sing in a thick southern accent when I sing it, too. Which part of the war is that Halo card? I don't know. That's a great question, actually. This is from 2007, and it is a Topps Halo card. 2007 was like Halo 3. Marvel's Halo Uprising arrived in stores in August 2007. Of the series, writer Brian Michael Bendis told Newsarama, Earth is under attack, the cities are falling, most civilians have no idea what's happening or why. So it looks like it might be a clip from a comic. Pretty cool. Oh yeah, the best time. Look at those names. Rip Bungie. What? Poor Bungie. But, let's see. Where was I going with that? I was going to say something mean about them, but maybe not. By the way, I watched their latest game, Marathon. They had like a raid boss. I watched that. I watched World's First Raid Boss Marathon. And I was like, all right. So it's basically like Destiny. But instead of like, space sci-fi, it's more like a computer virus kind of game, I guess. I don't know, something like that. A lot of computer terms, super futurism. I mean, it was okay. I felt like it was basically a downgrade from Destiny, though. I was like, Destiny was definitely cooler than this, I thought. Collecticon, June 13th, Kansas City. Oh, that's not that far away, actually. I don't know if I'll go. Did you see their new game Marathon? Yes, I did. I did see their new game. What did you guys think of that new game? Other than my sniffles. Joshua says, one Pokey Shuffle. Joshua! Rip, Halo not going to have another game for years. Yeah, Bungie doesn't work on Halo. 343 works on Halo. All right, you ready? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Ah, Drowsy. One cold Drowsy. Joshua wants a 151 surprise and 3 snow hazard. That's one people don't buy as often. Let's see, snow hazard. It's cool to see you opening it. Snow hazard. Can't post links, sadly, only Discord. Since you showed me some, can I post an Imgur link here? 1, 2, 3. No, but you can just tell us what you got. Tell us your best card, or tell us what you think is best about your collection. There. I don't think that YouTube will even allow it. YouTube will be like, All right, so Joshua, ready? Ready to snip? Snipping time. There we go. You can tell us, we'll believe you. We'll be like, ooh. Do you still have the new Halo packs? Yes, I do. They're called Halo, whatever it's called. Halo, Upper Deck Halo, yeah. And are they in the extended menu now? Where are they, guys? Where are we hiding these? Other card sets. Maybe they're in the main menu. Nikkei Precious. Wow, I can't find them myself. That's no good. Oh, here it is. Halo Upper Deck. Hobby Box Pack. All right, we're going to reduce that. The Halo Upper Deck Hobby, $12. All right. I've got the PSA 10, Gold Star Rayquaza, and Torchic. Wow, that's pretty good, man. That Torchic's pricey. And, I made a really poor decision in not buying the Rayquaza. I had a chance to buy them. Might have been back in like 2022 or 2023, I think. And I had a chance to buy them for like 28,000, I think. It was like 28,000-ish. There was one up on eBay for like 28, and it seemed legit. And I was like, nah, I'm not buying that. Because that's a lot of money. That was a buttload of money. And I'm not a big Rayquaza fan. I'm not a big Rayquaza collector. But probably would have been one of my best decisions if I'd bought it. Because the Gold Stars are so good. Here we are. But I did okay. I got that Gold Star Gyarados, which is one of my favorite Pokemon. I'm a big fan of Gyarados. I love that Gyarados is very angry. I relate to that. I'm very angry. So Gyarados is very angry, and Cardconomist is very angry. He's angry that you guys aren't opening more Pokemon cards. No, but here it is. I'm happy I got the Charizard, because I'm a Charizard, normie. Very unoriginal. And Gyarados. Look at that, black and red, kind of. Look at those colors. So I'm happy with those. But I had a chance to buy that Rayquaza for like 28, and I didn't, and I should have. And I bet you he's like whatever he is now, like 300,000 or some crazy number. Who knows what he's really worth? And the Torchic, same deal. Who knows how much that guy's worth? He's like one of the rarest Gold Stars. It's a pop 15 card. Now I have the CGC 10 version of him, the Gem 10, but obviously that's like going to be a fraction of the PSA 10. Here we are. All right. But I got the Gold Star Torchic 10 for 15,000. That wasn't too bad. So the price I got on him was pretty good. Now, Mr. Joshua Ramos, I think that if he sold for like 60 to 70,000, that would not surprise me. Ugh. Mr. Josh. Here you go, Josh. Kind of crazy to see how much everything's going up. Oh, yeah. I always expected Pokemon to do better than the stock market over time. I didn't expect anything this good. So I'm pleasantly surprised. I didn't expect Pokemon to do this good. I thought it would do good, but I did not expect it to do these kind of numbers. I had an offer for my Gold Star Gyarados. I really did. 210,000. I could show you. I don't want to reveal who it is. I think that would be disrespectful. But I got a $210,000 offer for that card. And you know what had just happened? He had just won the card in auction for $95,000 on like Golden or something like that. And he says, I'm trying to buy them all. And he says, I'll give you 210 for yours right now. And I was so tempted because, you know, think of all the things you can do with $210,000. You pay off your mortgage. Mine wouldn't be paid off, but it'd be closer. You go buy Parasitus. You know, you could have a lot of fun with 210,000. But I got to hodl. I really want to hold these cards until I'm an old, crinkly old man. Maybe I'll sell them when I'm dying. That's what I'm thinking. I might sell them to pay for my cancer or something like that. I'll get cancer. You'll get cancer. If you don't get cancer, you die of heart disease. One or the other, right? So I'll use them to pay for my hospital bills one day. How morbid is that? Here's Team Rocket Grunt. He says, I'm new here. Let me get one live custom. He wants the new buyer luck. Woo! All right, you've got it. He also wanted mine. I had a similar offer. He wanted mine because it's a newer cert. Oh, cool. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, I guess it's kind of interesting that Gold Stars ended up being like one of the big grails, kind of like trophy cards. Oh, you got that new guy luck. You got the queen. You got the princess. There we are. All right. Very good. Something about queen is not as sexy as princess, right? When your girl is a queen, she's like, it's more mature. It's more responsibility. Oh, I'm in charge of this whole country now. Princess is like, hey, I'm the prince. Let's go play, baby. Here's Team Rocket Grunt. All right, Team Rocket Grunt. Princess versus queen. I think princess is sexier. Let's grab this. Princess Amidala. Who wants to be hooking up with Queen Amidala? Hell no, dude. All right. I always believe in Gold Stars. I'm surprised by everything else that is going crazy. I thought that they were good. I didn't think that. No, I always thought they were good. I just always thought they were also appropriately priced. So sometimes I didn't buy a Gold Star because I was busy buying something else that I deemed important as well. So I picked up 3 of these Legendary Collection Charizards. One of them's in the PSA vault right now. And then I think I still have 2 with me. But, you know, I was picking up a whole lot of different cards at the time. And I bought that one recently, actually. Or like this guy right here. The Masaki Gengar. I was busy buying a lot of different stuff. So if I didn't buy a Gold Star, I was buying something else that I thought was really important to have in the collection. Oh, man, if only I had known how crazy Pokemon was going to go, I'd have pulled out a loan, dude. I'd have pulled out a Poke loan to buy more cards up with. But who wants to take the risk of debt on a child's cardboard, right? So my style this whole time has been to run off of cash and not off of loans. Joshua Ramos, 1 live custom, 5 Snow Hazard. Yeah, the right move would have been to pull out a big ass loan, as big as you're allowed to pull out from PayPal or the bank or whoever. PayPal does loans for me. Did you know that? That's how I acquired my Crystal Charizard. It was on a loan with PayPal. PayPal did a loan with me. Ooh, little Bisharp, huh? But at the time, I was experimenting. I'd never done that before, so I was like, let's try out this PayPal loan. It was pretty simple. 5 Snow Hazards. I paid it all back, and now I have no loans again. But it was an experiment, and so what I know is I could have pulled out another Pokemon loan with PayPal, which they pester me to pull those out all the time. They're like, why don't you try another loan? That's okay, PayPal. Oh, okay. Well, why don't you try another loan? They constantly try to get me to do a PayPal loan, and probably because it's easy money for them, because they get like an interest and all that. But I could have done a PayPal loan at the beginning of 2025, right? Big one, maybe like $100,000, and just bought as much as I could buy. But who could have known the market was going to do this? Honestly, who could have known? All the random reverse holo or low pop cards that nobody wanted. I sold a GS Charizard PSA 10 for $17K in 2023. A GS. What's GS? I don't remember. Gold Star. Oh, yeah. Well, that was around the time I bought mine, I think. Was around 2022 or 2023. And yeah, I think I bought them for like that much. A Lugia PSA 10 for $28,000. Lugia Neo Genesis First Edition. Ooh, that sucks, man. I have a PSA 9, one of those. I never went for the 10. I just felt it was out of my reach. Well, that was because I stopped paying attention to that Lugia when the market was kind of down. When the market was way up, that Lugia was already like $100,000. And I was like, nope. That's for a rich guy, not me. All right, there we are. Mr. Joshua Ramos, nothing crazy coming out of there. I was like, that's too rich for my blood. Maybe you bought mine. Maybe. Oops. I bought it in auction, and I bought it during Valentine's Day. It is. But my saddest moment is you bought his. Yeah, maybe. Joshua Ramos. Ugh. I got into sealed investing in 2017 when Pokemon Go came out. But you sold before 2019 or something like that. I had 6 cases of Team Up. Oh, man. You know one of the dumbest things I did? I never bought a case of Team Up. I was buying a case of everything else. I've got a case of Unbroken Bonds right now. I think I got 2 cases of it. I got cases of Cosmic Eclipse. I got all these Sun and Moon cases. I never liked Team Up. I never liked it. I thought Team Up was lame because I didn't like Latios. I thought the Gengar was just okay. And the Charizard was just a holo. He wasn't like a real, he wasn't like an Altart or a Rainbow Rare. So I was like, forget about Team Up. I wish I'd bought a case of Team Up because when I bought my box of Team Up, it was $150 for the box. Now it's like a $10,000 box. All I had to do was buy 1 case of that stuff, and I would have like a $60,000 case right now. So, yeah. I can't blame myself. I don't think about that at night. You know why? Because if you blame yourself for it, it's like trying to know what's going to happen next with the crystal ball. You can't know that. So you can't beat yourself up over it. But it's too bad because around that time period, I was buying all kinds of cases of everything. And that was one of the sets I decided not to buy a case of. It was just the stupidest move ever. But let's see. Trying to chase the Latios. Now each one is 10K. That sucks, man. Bro, Gengar, Mimikyu, and Magikarp with Wailord? Yeah. Magikarp with Wailord I thought looked too cartoony. The Gengar was nice, but it wasn't until later that I knew he was in the set. I thought the Gengar Mimikyu was just a Rainbow Rare, and I was like, it's all right. It's not a bad card. But you have to remember this. Back then in 2019, it was not so clear that Gengar was a top Pokemon. It was not clear. Like, Dragonite was worth way more. Fossil Dragonite was worth way more than Fossil Gengar back then. Did you know that? Now they're even. Okay? Gym Challenge Gengar, Sabrina's Gengar, the Error Gengar. That card wasn't worth very much. He was like $100 or something. Now he's like $10,000. You got all these great, like Masaki Gengar, he was cheap. All these Gengars were really cheap back then. He rose in the ranks over time, and he happens to be in Team Up. So back then, Gengar was not considered a massive pull. He was just an okay pull. You could get like a Rainbow Gengar 10 for like $150. It was cute. It was fun. But it was all about Charizard back then. Charizard, he was the key player. Even Umbreon wasn't that crazy until Evolving Skies came out, right? Because you had Umbreon was in like Sun and Moon base set, and I don't remember what else he was in. He was a promo card. Oh, right. You had the shiny Umbreon in Hidden Fates. He wasn't too bad. He was considered like the second best hit after Charizard. But yeah, it wasn't so clear that Umbreon was such a big hit. It wasn't so clear that Gengar was such a big hit. And it wasn't until later that Gengar kind of rose up the ranks. I don't even know what that is. I'm surprised how much Gengar has climbed. To see how much people are willing to pay for Skyrich Gengar. Yeah, you know what's funny? I bought my Gengar from another PokeTuber, but I can't remember his name and I can't look it up. And at the time, I bought him for $4,000, which was kind of a lot in that time period. But I was like, why would you even sell this? This is one of those cards you never sell. All right, let me check the queue. Sorry, I'm just talking my head off. Let's see. So it was a PokeTuber was selling that Skyrich Gengar, and I had no clue why he was selling. And he sold it, and now it's mine. And it's worth like whatever it's worth now, like $30,000 or $40,000. My girlfriend shuts the F up now. Pokemon has made us kind of wealthier. Yeah, actually, it's kind of sad to think how many guys were about to spend all their money on Pokemon cards, but they have a wife or a girlfriend who got really bitchy and said, you may not do that with our finances because they're being responsible. That's actually a totally legitimate stance to say, do not spend our, money, our life savings on Pokemon cards. And yet, if they had just let their husbands do it right now, today, they would be so far up in terms of gains. It'd be like times 5 or whatever it would be. So there's all these guys out there who missed out on it, and that's a little sad. I know they exist because over the years, over 7 years of hosting this stream, I've had so many guys reach out and tell me they had to stop buying because their wife was not happy with their decision making, or they bought a card and their wife didn't like it, or the wife saw the bill, she saw the receipt, she knows how much I'm spending now, I got to return it all. I've heard so many stories like that, and yet if you buy now, I don't know if it's going to be the same as it was 6 months ago. But it's like if you just bought in the past and held at this point, you just crushed it. You did so much better than the stock market. You even did better than Bitcoin over the last 7 years. Bitcoin, of course, has done way better than Pokemon if you go back to the start. But if you just look at the last 7-year window, Pokemon beats Bitcoin. So it's so funny that a children's toy would do that. But you never know. You never know it's going to be the next big thing, Mr. Talking about paying with Pokey, seen a video of some older shop owner. Dude was paying his dental procedure with the base set unlimited box. What? Hey, Mr., how many in the gym challenge? I believe it's 6 people in there, and 5 are needed. Let's double check, though. You never know. People thought Labubus would be the next big money thing. Now they're $20, and no one cares about them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's right. So the gym challenge pack is halfway done, guys, and that is a Charizard set. Yeah, Labubu. Of course, I could smell it from a mile away that Labubu was bad. Do you guys remember when you had all these rip and ship shops, all these pop-up, all these guys who want to be making money selling stuff the same way I do, and they all started selling Labubu, and I had no respect for that. Remember that? I said, shame on them. And I was right. I was hella right. If I bought Labubus, and I could have, if I had bought Labubus and put them up on this table and told you guys, oh, Labubu, look at it. It's going to the moon. This is the next big thing, guys. Look at the lines outside of the mall for Labubu. Oh, Labubu stock going to the moon. It's so good. I could have done it. I'm a used car salesman. And somebody probably would have been like, all right, let's give these guys a try. And then they would have been giving me money for Labubus. I would have made some money selling them. But deep down, I would know there's total shit. I shouldn't use bad language because I don't know if YouTube will hide my channel. But deep down, I know they were trash. And so very similar to MetaZoo, during the MetaZoo hype, I said, hell no. No Labubus on this channel. And again, I felt like it was a shame other Pokemon cards, supposed Pokemon card shops, were pushing Labubu trash on people when it was going to pop for sure. But that's a guess. But I was right. I was right. I've been right so many times. It's crazy. I was right about Labubu. I was right about MetaZoo. I could have been wrong. Labubu could have kept going up. MetaZoo could have not gone bankrupt. You never know. But I was right about both of those things. I don't know. It must be like just a gut feeling, and I've been lucky with my gut so far. Joshua Ramos, he says, 1 live custom, 3 snow hazard. You got it, man. It's a gut feeling, and I have been doing not so bad on the gut feelings. Are you ready? What are your next big predictions? Here, let me grab one of these. Boop. I say it's all going to crash, and you better sell me all your best cards right now. Here's a Bisharp. No, but it's not like rocket science either. It's not like the prediction was that crazy. It's just that I've generally been correct about it. There we go. Joshua, let's get those 3 snow hazards. All right, snow hazard time, baby. I've generally been on the money with it. All right. I'm ready to be a Pokemon day trader is what I'm trying to tell you. We need leveraging, and we need to risk it all. You heard him, guys. Everyone send Mr. Labubu. That's in the paid Discord. Labubus are still a thing, just not as popular. It's still hot in Asia. Here we are. Yeah, but I think, I sell MetaZoo now, right? I sell MetaZoo. But here's the difference. Now it's at a price that's appropriate for MetaZoo. That's the difference. So we sell a little MetaZoo here and there. And now it's at an okay price. It's at a fair price. The point was, I could sense that the MetaZoo was wrongly priced. And so I was like, man, you guys need to not be buying that. And there were all these guys jumping in saying, no, you need to buy it. You need to buy it. You need to buy it. You need to buy Labubu. Or you need to buy MetaZoo. Oh, shame on you. It's the next big thing. There were guys who really strongly believed in it. Actually, it wasn't just that. Do you guys remember we used to debate NFTs? Remember NFTs? That was another thing that could have gone to the moon. It's not like it didn't have the potential or the capability to do it. It just didn't. And I was like, no, NFTs suck. Remember that? I said NFTs suck. MetaZoo sucks. Labubu sucks. I even was pretty negative on crypto. And crypto, again, I'm going to say it, Bitcoin over 7 years has not done well. Over 7 years, Bitcoin has not done well. So I avoided Bitcoin as well. Here it is, Joshua Ramos. I did not do a lot of stuff with Bitcoin. I was all in on Pokemon. Here we are. All right, Mr. Josh. Very nice. Bitcoin's okay. I'll put this back up here. It's just, I wish there was a way for it to be a little more predictable, maybe. What's your day job? This? I just open Pokemon cards all day. Let's see. Do you want to work at PSA? Analyze Pokemon data trends. I think that would be very cool, actually, to work at PSA and to just kind of experience that. But I don't think I could do that. I think that's a conflict of interest. I'm a Pokemon YouTuber, so PSA can't have me do that because I don't think that would work. Pokemon is so big right now, that's if half of the hobby quit, it'd still be popular. What do you think about XRP? Well, I don't know anything about XRP, but I generally feel the same way about all cryptocurrencies, and that is they're a digital token that you can trade back and forth, and some guy who's good at software is issuing these digital tokens. They're just software, bro. And so somebody's made a piece of software with encryption that allows you to trade a token back and forth. As it turns out, everyone can do this. So there's like, well, let's ask AI. Let's ask the internet. How many cryptocurrencies are there now? There are approximately 17,000 active, traded, and verified cryptocurrencies. 17,000? So for me, crypto is not rare because it's software. Software is like the least rare thing in the world. You can just make a new software all day long. Gold's kind of rare. Gold's physically rare. Crypto is not rare. Like the moment you run out of Bitcoin, someone can make Bitcoin too. Now, that's just, that's just a concept, right? Like obviously it wouldn't have the same branding, like the same pull, right? But you get what I'm saying, right? If you ran out of one digital token, you can just use the next digital token and the next one, the next one, the next one, the next one. Some guy can make poopy stinky fart coin, and maybe their own network. I think it's hard to make your own network. But you can see how since it's software, since the same problem exists for NFTs. The problem with the NFTs is you can take a picture and say, oh, well, this is unique because it's got a hash of numbers and and you can trade it. And it's always the same hash of numbers, right? Wow, amazing. It's a unique picture. All right, so you just take the picture again, change one little thing on it and say, oh, look, this picture is also unique. It's very, very, very replicatable. And at that point, it's not rare. And so, the decentralized nature actually plays against it in a sort of way and making it very unrare. Everyone wants their own cryptocurrencies. Every country is going to work on some sort of digital currency or something like that. And at the end of the day, there's nothing backing it up. There's no military. There's no government saying you have to use it. So my feelings on crypto have always been pretty skeptical. And as a result of that, I've never held a lot of it. And I'm not sorry for that because I saw Bitcoin go to 120. I was like, geez, Rick. But even then, when it went to 120, because I think I sold mine at like 90 or something like that. I sold at 90 and it went to like 120. And I said, geez, Rick. But even at that point, it still wasn't beating my Pokemon. It didn't really matter. So I just rolled that money over into Pokemon cards, and they were still beating the Bitcoin even then. But now it's at like 70 or something like that. Actually, I don't know what Bitcoin's at. What's Bitcoin at right now? Bitcoin price today. Bitcoin's currently sitting at 66,000. See, that's terrible. That means if you bought 7 years ago, which would have been 2019, you could have bought crypto for, in 2019, in April of 2019, you could have bought it for 5,000. Is that right? Maybe 7 years isn't the right number. Has it been 7 years? Maybe I'm thinking of 2021. Oh, yeah. Actually, it still would have been very good if you had bought it a full 7 years ago. It's actually 2021 when it was mainstream. That's what's going on here. So the story is when it jumped for the first time, when it went through a hyper jump in 2021 and it got mainstream attention from everybody, if you had bought it at that point in 2021 5 years later, it's virtually the same price. Like, for example, the peak in 2021 hits at, give me a second, 61,000, and now it's 66,000. So, but if you had bought it 2 years before 2021, when people weren't quite talking about it yet, it's still doing pretty good for you from there, but it hasn't really done very well in the last 5 years. That's what's fascinating about it. And the question is, where does it go from here? So if you bought it today at 66,000, does it jump back up to 120? So Bitcoin's always a fun conversation for me. Next up, we got Jesus Aguilera. 5 packs of these. Here it goes. Bitcoin's always a really fascinating conversation for me. I don't really view it as like a replacement currency for the dollar. I don't really view it as a replacement for gold. I don't really view it as a hedge against inflation or a way to avoid government scrutiny. The only way I see crypto is as a way to try to buy at the bottom and sell at the peak, and buy at the bottom and sell at the peak. It's like a game, actually. It's almost like a prediction gambling game. That's the way I actually see it. It's like a prediction gambling game, and it's probably wrought with rug pulls and somebody influencing it, like, you know, like the Haktua coin or something like that. You got to buy Haktua coin, or, you know, Crypto Zoo or whatever it was called Logan Paul was going to do. So it's wrought with rug pulls and young men gambling away their fortunes on, hey, I'm going to buy this at the start and get rich. But not really. The person who gets rich is the guy who issued the token, not you. The guy who can pull the levers in the rules. So he gets rich and you get rug pulled. But maybe a couple other guys get rich. But so for Bitcoin, if you could go back to 2019 and buy it, that would be fantastic. Although that's also technically true for Pokemon. 2019, you could buy a Team Rocket booster box for as cheap as $4,000. Now it's like a $45,000 box. So, you know, it's actually kind of close. But here's the question now is, where do both of these things go? So in 2026, where does it go? Does Bitcoin go to the moon? Does it double? Does Pokemon fall in half? That's a great question. And I got to say, I just don't feel as confident in crypto. I feel like as time goes by, people will question, like, what is the real practical purpose of this? Other than, again, buying at the bottom, selling at the top, buying at the bottom, selling, you know, like a game. What is the real practical version of this, you know? And I think that mainstream audiences won't really know. Here's Esper. Look at that. Search spit on that thing. I'm not familiar with the story. Please educate me. I'm surprised Pokemon cards are doing so well. You're probably the guy stealing all the tens. Economy, crypto stocks, all under a lot of pressure. You know, the way I view Pokemon is when someone gets rich, maybe they got rich with crypto, maybe they got rich with gold, maybe they got rich with stocks, maybe they're a CEO, they make a lot of money, whatever it is. Whatever it is. Maybe you inherited $1 million. And let's say you've already bought a house, you already live by the beach, you're already where you want to be. You already got a car, your health is fine, you got a girlfriend already, everything's set up. What do you do with your money at that point? You're going to buy Pokemon. That's what you're going to do, because it's all about what is it that money can buy that makes you happy. Once you got all the things, you could buy fine art. You could buy another home, I guess, if you want to do more business. But let's say you're already rich enough. Your business is fine. You're making money. You're good. Financially, you're fine. You don't care about money anymore. What do you actually spend that money on to have a good time? Is it going to be the Mona Lisa? Is it going to be sport cars? Because sport vehicles are legit. Or is it going to be watches? Or is it going to be Pokemon cards or sport cards? It's going to be in the collectibles hobby. That's what it's going to be now. Collectibles are like this new modern thing that trounces old, you know, fine art. You can have this old crumbling statue that is very impractical. You can't move it or anything. Or you can have this $10,000 signature card from LeBron James. You know what I mean? And so it's going to head into collectibles because they're designed to be sold and traded back and forth. It's better suited for modern collecting. Pokemon's motto's got to catch them all. It's like it's in the motto, and I think it's a very powerful thing. It's like the emergence of like the Grand Exchange in RuneScape or something. You know what I mean? People love to trade stuff, even just for the sport of it, even just because they enjoy trading, not even because they like the items, but just because they love trading back and forth. And so I think as an activity for adults, you're seeing this thing emerge where it's sport betting, now it's cryptocurrency, now it's opening Pokemon packs, and now it's buying, selling, trading Pokemon cards. So it's this emergence of this new sort of like collectibles game in real life that people are playing. And do I think that's going to die down? I don't. I think the cards will improve over time, so you get better and better cards, but it's not going away because it's too fun. It's literally fun. It's entertaining. And there's only so many things to do in this life. Cody Sebring, he says 2 live customs, 2 English OP13s. You got it. You know, like when One Piece was making great sales, I was looking at it and saying, this has the same potential as Pokemon. So does Dragon Ball. So does Digimon. So does, all these other card sets. It's just Pokemon's probably going to be the biggest one. Pokemon's just, its exact design is for collecting. Here goes Mr. Cody. 1 and 2. Ooh, it is. I view it that way too, but rich people losing money right now and getting poorer. I go Pokemon, then gold, then stocks, then crypto. But I'd also buy 5 semi-trucks and trailers and hire 5 drivers. That way I stay home and make revenue. Here we are. Well, what you're referring to is business. So that's the thing that makes you money. But let's say you've reached a point in life where you got plenty of money. Now you actually have to spend the money on what you like. What do you like? Let's say you've already got a good home. You already got a girlfriend. You've already got a nice vehicle. Now you got to collect something. It's the end stage activity of a society. And so somehow, some guy like me can buy this piece of cardboard and watch it go up and up and up and up in price because there's somebody out there who's going to trade all his stocks that he acquired. Maybe he acquired like $1 billion from his father. Who knows? Maybe he acquired 20 million from his father. And he's going to say, I'll give you $1 million for the Gyarados. I got 19 more million, and they're just all going to earn me money in the stock market anyways. So there's so much money in the world and so few of these Gold Star cards. That's what's going on, guys. And so, the emergence of this new collectible item that wasn't just fine art, or it wasn't just sport vehicles or a dumb boat that you got to repair all year long. I know from experience. That is what just happened over the last 7 years or 5 years. And I don't know. Is it overpriced right now? Possibly. Maybe it's vastly underpriced. Has anyone considered that as well? Maybe collectibles are still vastly underpriced and people don't truly understand how much money hasn't been poured into it yet. Like look at the billions of dollars that have gone into Bitcoin and all these other cryptocurrencies. That money is just as capable of being poured into Pokemon cards and One Piece and sports cards. Like Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful, he does what? Watches and sports cards now. Like he did the whole diamond encrusted triple signature. He's trying to get in on that too. He understands it. He understands that there's a legitimacy to it as an alternative asset. It has social, cultural weight, social and cultural power. It has the power to draw attention. There's a real value to that. And we live in this time period where attention is everything. It's so hard to get attention. Everyone's competing for attention. Now you can own this triple signature card and people talk about you and put you into news articles. And that's very serious. That's a big, big, big deal that can happen. And so people are looking, it's like Lord of the Rings. There's one ring to rule them all, right? Why does that exist? Humans innately understand that there must be something in this world that is the number one thing to obtain. And, collectibles just kind of plays on that emotion. It plays on that instinct. And it's very good at it. Here's Mr. Cody. It's been engineered to be good at it. All right, Cody, you got a fat baggie. Let's grab that fat baggie. So, no luck in those live customs this time. I work for wealth investing, and going for my CFP, getting rich is not as hard as it seems. Hold your assets and hold it with the company that's job is to know the market world, hold physical assets. You say that, but not everybody's smart, dude. I don't know what it is. There's like some law of nature. I swear to God, there's like some law that 10% of society slowly sucks up all the wealth from the other 90%. I don't know why that works. It's like, why do only some guys have six-pack abs? Who knows why? Some guys got it. A bunch of guys don't. So there's some rule to like, there's like some rule, some I assume it's like a DNA biological rule that some men are naturally like Scrooge and a lot of them are not like Scrooge. So there's some rule to it. And maybe it's IQ related, maybe it's personality type. It's probably a little mix of both. Who knows what it truly is? But yeah, society does not fill up with people who manage their lives well. It does not fill up with people who produce more than they consume. That's the trick, by the way, guys. You have to produce more than you consume, and then you get wealthy. The government cannot just give you infinite free money and that'll make you wealthy. You have to go produce something at a rate faster than you consume, and that will make you wealthy. But for some reason, every society struggles with this. Every society has like a whole group of people that are just not making it. They can't, like they're like doing methamphetamine and just struggling and saying, you know what we really need? Higher taxes and free money. That'll solve my problems. No, dude, you got to go work harder. But don't tell anybody that because it's very offensive, okay? So you can't say that. That's a very offensive idea. Responsibility, working harder, all that crap. Nobody likes to hear that. It's not a very sexy thing to say. It's way more sexy to sort of complain and be like, yeah, the man put me down. Geico insurance exists. That's why I'm poor. That kind of stuff is what people really, it's very seductive, by the way. It's like the dark side of the force almost, right? Like let the anger flow through you. Joshua Ramos, 7 snow hazard. You got it, man. Yes, I feel your anger. But so that's what's sexy and seductive, is to be very upset at the world that already exists. The world that what? Provided you with infrastructure, roads you didn't build, cars you didn't build, airplanes, trains, automobiles, ships. The world that created, air conditioning for you, refrigeration for you. And, no one's ever grateful for that. They never look back at the humans before them that created those things. All they do is they say, well, the man's holding me down. Is it really? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But yeah, you're right. There's a lot of money out there, and it would appear that it is easy to build wealth and to get wealthy. Some people get unlucky. That's actually true. Some people get unlucky. Some people get very lucky. That's also true. But there's also averages. And so on average, you're correct. There's a pathway to wealth, especially if you're here in America, by the way. There is a pathway to wealth. I just don't think everybody has it in them to go after it. And I think it's very similar to the whole like six-pack abs situation. I don't have six-pack abs. I got a flabby stomach right now. There's guys out there who will hit the gym every day until they look like a chiseled, Hulk or whatever. They got like the Greek pleat and all that. They wear the lowrider jeans so the girls know. I'm not like those guys. I just don't want to do it. And so it must be like that for money as well. There must be guys where or girls where they just don't have that feeling of, I should work 12 hours today or something, you know what I mean? And store it all away. You know what I mean? So it's probably personality type. Maybe some of it is impulse control. You just never know. And I think that personality type or DNA or IQ or whatever it is shows up in society in a way where just about 10% of people have that right combination and 90% of people do not. And that's why you see this humongous wealth divide, and it just gets worse every year because it's just this constant flow from the 90% to the 10%, and 90% to it's this flow that just continuously grows wider and wider and wider, especially with leveraging and investing and all this other tricks. So yeah, it's a very interesting subject, and it brings up conversation about whether the 10% have a responsibility to turn around and take care of the other 90%. And that's the whole conversation around socialism and capitalism. Ooh, look at that. But I am a personal believer in the ability for humans to change our future through DNA engineering. That's where I think it's all heading, guys. DNA engineering. We have to do it. It's the future. We're going to make everybody way smarter and harder working. Let's see what you guys are saying. Let's see. You just have to educate. You would think so. I think a lot of people know not to overeat cookies, right? But we all do it anyways. Like, I'm fat from overeating cookies. That's why I'm on this Wegovy. So you can tell people to just work hard and save money. They're not going to do it. Mister, I'll have to disagree. The economy was a different place. It was 20 years ago. You could buy a home for the price of a sport car in today's market. Just face it, the economy has no money. True, true, true. If you lived here in Missouri, you could buy a home for like, I think like 100,000, a pretty decent one. I'm selling a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home in Lake of the Ozarks for 170,000. So, you know, it depends on what you're talking about. Like, you're not going to buy a nice home in California for that cheap. But in Missouri, you can still buy homes like that. But will you relocate to Missouri? If the answer is no, part of it is you're not looking for the opportunity. So I would say that, okay? Let's see. Mr. going crazy with the ads. Mr. working on his money, not his health. Mr. people don't work out to impress people. It's more about the mental discipline and boost of self-esteem. I think they're addicted to working out. Looks maxing, maybe. My wife, and I were close to 50K in debt, and we're just about out of it, paid off our cars, looking to buy a home soon, and when I do, you just keep training to become aware of your money. It's hard work. Yeah, exactly. It's hard work. It's painful. That's what that means. It translates roughly to we're in pain, but we know we have to be to succeed. And anything good in this world comes exactly from that. Like anything good in this world, you had to go into pain to get it. That means working out at the gym. You had to hurt in order to make your muscles big. Working on your wallet means no Disneyland trips, no mega vacations. You cannot splurge, no shopping, you know, and then you had to put it all away into this conservative lifestyle. It's just, you know, like the one guy says, rice and beans and all that. And it's painful. Humans avoid pain and we head toward pleasure. That's our nature. So like I said, I think that maybe there are guys who get addicted to the gym and they get six-pack abs. And I think there's guys who are addicted to work, maybe like me, who end up with, you know, a lot of card sales because all we prefer to do is work. So I think that's one of the things that happens. You just get different personality types, and this plays out in a big way over time. Like, why was Jeff Bezos Jeff Bezos? Why was Bill Gates Bill Gates? Why are they all kind of similar, by the way? Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, they're all autistic nerds, aren't they? They're like weirdos, you know? They don't strike you as normal anyways. And so it's the same personality type kind of, presenting itself over and over in society. Here's Team Rocket Grunt. I'm here. I'm new here. Let me get one live custom booster with new buyer's luck. I can't speak. I think I already did that one. Let me hit refresh on this. How do we enter the giveaway? Do we hit 40 likes? Yes, we did. All right, let me go over here. Thank you for the 40 likes, everybody. I'm going to hit refresh. All right, you ready? So to get into the giveaway, you have to type free, F-R-E-E. Ooh. It's always these guys that want to build something incredibly big. And they got the people skills for it, sort of. But they're obsessive workers, I think. All right, Team Rocket Grunt, another live costume. Here goes. I spent all my money on cards, so it's all good. How many casting videos I had to send before I hear back? But Mr. B from California and paying the taxes I do, the idea of having a mansion in Nebraska, how do you pay for a beautiful home like that? And what kind of work you can provide for a home like that? Great questions. Maybe you're selling Pokemon cards to California from Missouri. I don't have like the best answer for you. What I can tell you is that if you're living in California and you're working a normal job, but you're paying $4,000 a year rent, you're screwed. You have to be a software engineer. You have to be a doctor. You have to be an engineer. If you come out here to Lake of the Ozarks, you can work a real simple, basic job and quickly afford a tiny home. You could afford a brand new trailer home, which does not sound very yummy, but they're real. They actually flip profitably sometimes, depending on where you live. You could buy just a single family home for like, so the house that we bought for Karis's parents, you know how much we paid for that house? I think it was like $65,000, and now it's worth $120,000. Okay, so those houses are still $120,000. They're typically 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. So, and that's in St. Louis. So you can buy a house in St. Louis, 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, $120,000. You can do it. All right, let's see what you get. And there's jobs in St. Louis. Storming the Beach Halo. Ooh. All right, let's go find it. Storming the Beach. All right, here we are. No lie, mister. This time, by next year, if my leg doesn't hurt, maybe I'll move out there and get a chance to run a sports stream. Who knows? Yeah? That's cool, man. Neil Percival said free a lot. Mister, I feel like you glorify these people too much. Elon, Bezos, they all need help to get where they got. Even Mark Zuckerberg, you name some of the biggest names are just... I guess so, man. I guess so. I don't want to say that I'm like overglazing him or anything, but you know, to run a $1 billion company, you're right. You have to have a whole team, but that means these guys put together and worked with the team the whole time. You know, like it's definitely not an easy thing to do. You might be underestimating how much it is to create billions of dollars of value for everybody, or to create, you know, jobs that pay $100,000 a year and actually keep those jobs and those people employed. So you know, I'm just a little guy with the card shop. Those guys, what they did is way more impressive. And when you look at them and you kind of analyze their personalities, like look at how Mark Zuckerberg, he's like, I was human once. I am human. Remember that? That guy's like a lizard, dude. And then Elon Musk, obviously, very autistic. I think he actually said he's actually clinically autistic, right? Here we are, storming the beach. You could re-roll it for 4 spots or keep it. Let me show that to you. That's a tag 10, storming the beach. Ooh. Let me say this, mister. I'm thankful that you have a good view on the economy and having these conversations. I wish I knew more at a younger age. When I was young, I was already obsessed with money. I had like a money jar and I never spent any of my money. I was always really interested in the concept of investing. And as time went by, I got smarter with my understanding of money. Don't like Halo cards reroll unless there's another option. The only other option is to sell it on consignment. So that's also an option. We can consign it on the table. Ready? All right. So he's going to do a reroll. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. I've always been obsessed, I guess you could say, with productivity. Productivity itself is really, 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 really fascinating. It is. It unlocks everything for you in life. If you're hyper productive, you get a home, you get a car, you get a retirement plan, you pay for your dental. I didn't have dental when I was still doing Coca-Cola and all that other stuff. I was having trouble with my teeth. This is yours, the little pig knight. Now, good luck in there. You're going to get total. Oh, no, wait. We actually have to do 5, don't we? We have to do 5 on the reroll. You get 4. That's how we're doing it, okay, guys? So it's not going to be 90%. We're changing it. Today, we're changing it. It's not 90. It's going to be -1. Much easier. No need to do complex calculations with -1. It's -1. Okay, you guys ready? So here he goes. He's going to get a -1. And that means he's going to get 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so I know you're all excited, Mr. Team Rocket Grunt. Let's see if you hit anything. And if you did, it could be pretty big. Let's see what it is. What do we got? We got 1, 2. Oh, don't give up. Ah, there you go. 3 and 4. You got a little Victini now. I don't know if you want the bulk card. All right. Maybe this is better than the Halo card. Could be huge. Pikachu, P10. Let's find out about that Pikachu. Oops. Rerolling's scary. It's genuinely scary. Sometimes it leads into a big pull. Sometimes it leads into a loss. P10, it said. What's his number? 018. All right, let's find this Pikachu. Aha! So this time you have Trick or Trade Pikachu. He's pretty decent. All right, so you went from the $125 Halo card to the Trick or Trade Pikachu. You can also re-roll this guy. You will get a total of 3 re-rolls if you wish to re-roll him. Look him up because I think he's actually pretty solid. This is the 2024 edition with the Cosmic Hollow pattern on the edge. He got a swirl right there. Missed, do you believe 151 being spotted in the wild is a good or bad thing for the hobby? The Alakazam curse video, did you see that? I did not see the Alakazam curse. Yeah, I think it's fine if they're printing more product. Everyone knew they were going to do that. Mr. sounds like an Aries. My birthday's in April, yes. Dang, I would have kept it. I think I'm going to head to bed. See you. Good night, Mr. Trucker Nick. What's the Gengar for? When Mr. talks about economic socialism in your Smash Brothers lore, those are my favorite conversations. Smash Brothers lore. You can buy the Gengar for $150. Let's see. When's the Rayquaza being given away? Says Neil. A little bit later, okay? So we got everyone saying free, but right now we're servicing Mr. Team Rocket Grunt's order. When's the fwee? I know my astrology. Nice. I am obsessed with it all. I enjoy it. You know, here's the thing. I enjoy it like a video game. So it's like sitting down and playing a video game. And the more you understand it, the more fun you have with it. You're just like my brother. What? He's got to make a tough choice. I'm sure he's thinking it over. While he's thinking it over, let's see who's next. Next up, we have a Sarah Dusenberry order coming up, and then Jose Trevino. So Sarah Dusenberry, Jose Trevino. I'm feeling the pokey luck. Reroll. All right, reroll time. Here goes. Let's grab these. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, re-rolling. Let's grab some of these. 1, 2, 3. And we better put one of these in. Okay. Now your re-roll is a total of 3 cards. That's how we're doing it. It's always going to be -1. Instead of 90%, it's -1. Simple, right? So this time, he will go into the box worth 75 for the next time he gets pulled. And you shall receive a 3 boofties. He's taking a chance. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good luck. Good sir. All right. There's a Meryl. It's kind of cool. You're getting poker cards as you go. Oh, another one, in fact. So that is Princess Peach. And... that's tough, man. That is tough. I'm sorry. All right. Team Rocky Grunt. Funny enough, you walk away with like 4 cards out of there. Cool. Cool. So you got some poker cards. All right. There we go. Live Customs Intensify. Let's get a new card in the Live Customs, shall we? Do we have anything? That's kind of cool. This says 110 on it. Sometimes I roll, sometimes I round up, sometimes I round down. Let's round down for this one. There's going to be $100. So $10 off on that one. Kind of nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is first edition PSA 9 Hitmonlee. Going in the box. Number 22. Hitmonlee T9. All right. Did you ever get the new solo leveling that came out? I have solo leveling 1 and I have solo leveling 2. Here's the deal. They're not selling like crazy. So if there's a solo leveling 3, I'm not as interested. We are. I think I have to see more sales coming from the other ones before I get interested. But they've been a little bit slow. There we go. All right. Tossing that there, and that there, and this in here. So, Sarah Dusenberry's next 10 perfect orders. All right, just going to warn you guys, we're almost sold out, okay? All right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There you go. You also ordered 1 gym challenge spot and 2 live customs. 2 live? You got it. So 1 gym challenge spot. We were just ranting. I was just yapping. I was hooting and hollering. Let's see. The expensive booster. Here you go, Miss Sarah. Very nice. Ready to start snipping? Let's start snipping, and then we'll get your live customs. Snip number 1. Did you ever... Oh, I already read that. Snip number 2. I did end up placing an order 30 minutes ago for a live custom if you have me in. Mr. Joseph Smith. Sounds good, man. 30 minutes ago, huh? Did I potentially already service that one? There we go. All right. Throw this away. Let's see. Here's Mawile Dugong. Here's Judge. Here's Mega Clefairy. Clefable. Chaos Rising looks so good. Chaos Rising. Oh, you got the reverse Hollow Gengar. Very nice. We're going to treat that like a hit. Here's a little Pokepad Clefairy. Ooh. Loving the Clefairy. Here's Spupa and La Price. I did order on the website. I also did back-to-back live custom, so it could have been confusing. Oh, okay. Here's Rock Energy. I think Trucker is talking about Union Arena solo leveling. Oh, okay. Union Arena solo leveling. There we are. I never ended up buying that, no. Although it's an interesting thought. Union Arena also tends to struggle. From my experience, Union Arena has never really done super well. So in this round, you do pick up the AR Clefairy and another one of those excellent Gengars. There you go, Miss Sarah. You getting a KU set? No. Currently, I'm not doing that. How badly do you guys want KU sets? 2 live customs for Miss Sarah. Do the baby. Oh, Sarah. Okay, you ready? 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2. All right, let's see where this goes. Oh, that's pretty good. Ace of Spades, Snivy's a hit. And Trapinch. All right. Here we are. So, Miss Sava, you're going to end up with this Snivy. All right. UA Solo and Nikkei are doing good. UA, what? Union Arena. That's what you're saying. KU Pony is pretty hot, I hear. KU Pony. My little pony. My little pony. Let's see. The Delcatty could go into the live customs, couldn't he? Hi, Kevin. Ooh, I like Gary the Snail going into that. He's cool. All right, Gary shall round up to 100, just like the Hitmonlee rounded down to 100. I like Gary going in there. He's pretty cute. I think he would be tempting to keep, wouldn't he? All right, look how good the card looks. Pretty neat, right? All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Was he? He's number 1929. Wow. That's a long one. Gary Snail T10. There we go. The Clefairy is nicer. I like stamped Pokemon cards. You like stamped Pokemons? I like stamped Pokemon cards too. Here's a Goomba. That's cool. There it goes. All right. So now we have an order from Jose Trevino. 10 Poke Shuffles. Jose Trevino. Ready? It is his turn next. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Good luck. Mr. Jose Trevino, are you awake? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You get Greavard. Greavard's decent. He's got a little Gengar underneath them. I think that's pretty cute. I always thought that artwork was pretty cute for him. Let's see if we can find him. I think he's in the back. Yep, there he is. All right. So here he is. It says he's 45. So your reroll would be $40 if you want to reroll him. There he is. Let me know what we're doing here. All right. Re-roll. All right, you got it. Give me a minute. A lot of re-rolls. Very popular to re-roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then you get a total of 8 on your re-roll. Okay. Here goes. Oops. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Chuckle, Nidoran, Kangaskhan, King of Hearts, Ganondorf. Whoa! That's an upgrade. All right, let's grab that. I gotta be careful because the whole stream will just be managing these things. These have become very popular. Here it is. King of Hearts Ganondorf. Oh, what do you think of that? I know this is a bit of a strange item. Oh, keep. Okay, so you knew right away you want to keep it. All right, sounds good. I like to give a little information or opinion sometimes on the cards that get pulled. I was going to say, I just sold today a Zelda card on eBay for 100. So if anything, he could be underpriced. So I was going to say that. All right. So before we keep going, let me put Mad Cargo into the box, and let's go see what's going on with Joseph Smith, okay? 197 Ease Mag Car Go. Oh, we're at the 3-hour mark. Holy, dude. All right, so obviously he's a $50 card, so this is uncomplicated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, 10 in the box. Good. Damn, bro, these Poke Shuffles and live customs are taking an absolute drubbing. All right, here, let's see what this is. Oh, you are correct. I can see it, Mr. Joseph. I got a fresh email for that order. So you are correct. Let's go refresh the server over here. You're right. It looks very similar to an old order. One live custom, and the one before that was one live custom. All right, so here goes. Joseph Smith. Are you sure I didn't do it? It's so weird. I feel like I already did it. Actually, your other one says it was done 2 hours ago. All right, so they were pretty far apart from each other. I didn't delete the email. One right there. One Mimikyu. What? Very cute. You pull a Mimikyu, and he's adorable. Here goes Joseph. Okay. One hollow Mimikyu. That's actually a really solid pull coming out of there. He's not a typical hollow. He's actually he's like a promo. He's from the Trick or Trade series. Can we do Rayquaza now, says Neil. Hey, what's up, Neil? We'll be doing that Rayquaza soon. Ooh, a sketch card. Halo sketch. That would be interesting to put in there. God, needs to be a Pokemon. There has to be a balance. There can't be too much non-Pokemon to Pokemon. I think we just put Gary in there. There has to be primarily... Ooh. There has to be primarily... Ooh. Primarily Pokemon card in that box. Oh, that's nice. I won't put the Zapdos in. He's the best looking one out of the group. So this Zapdos shall head right up into here. The live costumes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it's 6. Total of 6. All right, he's going in for 6. Number 145. Zapdos C9. Thank you. Yeah, I have also been playing some games and watching the stream. Oh, nice, man. I hope you're having a good time in your game. What game are you playing? Yes. All right. Okay. Here's this guy. And here's this guy. Oh, man, that blooper's so nice, dude. Now, I'm going to grade this blooper, dude. I love blooper. I'm grading this blooper. I laid eyes on him. He's so good. I want to grade a blooper. I don't think I've graded one. All right, send the blooper out. All right, I'll steal another one for you guys. It'll be good, too. God, he looks so good. I want to grade him. All right, here's one of the Bowser babies. All right, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I found my PSP and Tony Hawk Project 8. Really? You're playing on the old PSP, huh? I had a PSP. That was the first time I had a handheld device that could connect to the internet. And let me tell you about the number of boobies I saw the moment I had that device. Let's see. Mr. Nicholas is next. 2 solo leveling, 2 boxes, and ship the Black Kurumi Black Label. Sounds good, man. kind of funny. We were just talking about solo leveling, huh? Union Arena solo leveling. What do you guys think of that? How many of you guys would actually open Union Arena solo leveling? It scares me, you know, a little bit. You ever worried about chargebacks? I deal with them. I don't always talk about them. I deal with them. I deal with bad vendors. Cards are full of people trying to do nasty, bad things. And so you usually have to fight somebody at some point. We are. All right. I want the entire Shadow Army in PSA 10. You funny, man. All right, here we go. Tossing this. I paid for the shipment of the black label Kuromi. Now, do you just want the Kuromi shipped, or do you want your Kuromi and your bag shipped? What do you guys think of the possibility of the Pokemon cards being in the adult Happy Meals and not the kid Happy Meals? Oh, that'd be cool. Is there a chance for that? All right, here goes. Just the Kuromi. Sounds good. All right, we're snipping this. We're snipping this. We're snipping these. And snipping some of these as well. We have been pretty dang busy tonight. Wouldn't you guys agree? What a stream, man. Busy as hell. We're done with the 3 hours. I could log out now. We generally do 3-hour streams. Thing is, we usually do 2 streams a day. That's the only thing. All right, and here we are. There we go. There we go. What time is it? 3:17? Yeah, I gotta go to sleep soon, actually. This is my bedtime. I'm supposed to be awake by like 8. That's when Karis wakes up. She wakes up like an alarm clock at 8 a.m. So I gotta wrap it up soon here, guys. Here's Kim Chul. Kim Chul. There we are. Here's nobody. Here's High Orc. Okay. Oops. Here's Yujin Ho. It's Yujin Ho. Hell yeah, dude. He's such a great like sidekick or something. Gogun Hee. Gogun Hee. Here's these guys. We'll put the cute girl. Han Semi or something. She's giving me a semi. Here's okay. Sung Jin Ha. Jenna? Sung Jenna? Is that his sister? I can't remember. I bet it is. Alright, here's Ga Hei In. Oh. How long would you say it would take until you do the Rayquaza? Probably another 24 hours. Here's Choi Jong In. Thanks for asking, Mr. Neal. Let me answer. Ooh, that's an HR? That's cool looking. Ooh. All right, that one might be worth grading. I like it the way it visually looks. Oops. Here's Yujin Ho. Boop. Hey, mister, I just finished my slab away. Are there any cool Electabuzz slabs? Ooh, Electabuzz, huh? I've got an Electivire level X. PSA 10. But that's like 17,000 or some crazy number. I don't remember. It's really expensive. I can't think of anything for Electivire, though. Electivire, huh? There we go. Not an Electivire fan. I totally understand. Yeah, when they came out with those third evolutions, I don't know how I felt about them. You know, Electivire doesn't look bad, though. Magnezone doesn't look too bad either. You know who really got screwed? Rhyperior. That guy got disrespected, man. That redesign was so bad. All right, here's this. All right, here's Cha Hei In. I don't need child support, bro. Oh, the Elekid. You don't like Elekid? I love Elekid. I thought they did really well with that design. Here's Ice Bear. the bear from the ice. Here's some cold ones. All right, the promo pack. What we got in the promo pack? Oh, look at that. Wow. I like Electivire, says 6. Yeah, 6 likes Electivire. Okay, here's some girls. Here's a girl with the big boobies. You got Evolving Sky Dragonite V in a 10? No. I've had them before, but I don't have one right now. Cargalgan. Uh-oh. And finally, all these guys. All right, we'll put Sungjin Janai in there. All right, there you have it, Mr. Nicholas. Some wonderful, not One Piece. Why I almost said One Piece. Some wonderful solo leveling cards. Aha. And let's go grab your bag. So, you've got an N in the name, so you should be somewhere over here. But the problem is, these boxes are really full. Is this it? Nope, that's Nicholas Williams. Nicholas Burke. Would HR go tag or PSA? I would send a PSA. I'm not sure if tag actually grades these, okay? So tag might not be grading these at the moment. So PSA for sure. If we sent it off. Probably PSA. You can test tag, but they're probably going to reject it and be like, nah, we don't do those yet. They're really picky, actually. New bag? New bag time, huh? Let me grab a fresh bag. Meow, 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 meow. We are. There it goes. All right. Nicholas Bentz. 4.26. Would it even be worth it? Is the real question. Sure. People have graded multiple cards from these sets and gotten 10s on them. And I believe they do sell for real money up on eBay. Yes. Here we are. Here we are. Miss 6 has graded one of the best cards from the solo leveling 1. Now, he needs a label for his Kuromi card here. Give me a second. All right, we already have an address for you, which means we've shipped to you before, and I'm just going to reuse that address, okay? I really like Dragonite, Gengar, Zard, Torchic, and any evolutions. Trying to stay within the 1,200 budget. 1,200? You mean 1,200 big ones? What are you talking about? He means 1,200 $100 bills. A budget with Pokemon cards? Yeah, right. Ain't no budget with Pokemon. Pokemon's ride or die. You got to get what you got to get. Miss 6 says 1 live, 2 shuffles. Here you go, Miss 6. All right, good luck. 1. Oh, that's just empty. There's nothing in that. Oh, that's empty. 1, 2, 3, and a 1. How did that happen? Look, these are empty. All right, let me put them back here. That got me a little concerned. I wonder why that happened. Oh, White Caillou Ram. All right, that's yours. Was Mr. out supporting Trump at the rallies yesterday? Dude, I drove, and there was this big, stupid protest that said no kings. I was like, oh, my dear Jesus. They had this protest in the Camden Square, super conservative Lake of the Ozarks, and there's just this group of, like, grandmas waving the no king signs. And I'm like, I get it. You don't like him. You don't like what he does. Blah, 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 right? But don't like, make Lake of the Ozarks yucky. That's the nice thing about Lake of the Ozarks. There's no protests. It feels very left alone. It's the countryside. It's literally the countryside. Don't come all the way out to the countryside to bring us into politics again. That's what's good about Lake of the Ozarks, is that it's very not political. It's because it's so the politics out here are so uneven. You know only one side's going to win. And so you come out here and you just get left alone. And it's a really nice feeling, actually. Because I lived in the St. Louis region, St. Charles, O'Fallon, all those other areas of Missouri. You know, you get all the protests. You get, like, the chanting in the street. Yeah, the Black Lives Matter movement was in, north side of St. Louis. North County. It's so political. It's one of the reasons why I wanted to go to Lake of the Ozarks. I'm so sorry, Six. So sorry about that. It's one of the reasons why I wanted to go to Lake of the Ozarks was to get away from it because it's so damn toxic. I don't see anybody's sign, whether you're Republican or Democrat. I don't care what your stupid protest signs are. I don't want to see you. I don't want you to tell me to honk. I don't want to hear you on your megaphone. And I'm so going to vote against whatever it is you believe in because I cannot stand protests. I cannot stand them. They're so annoying. Whatever it is you're trying to tell me to do, I'm 1,000% going to do the opposite because you made my living space ugly. It's like you invaded my living space. You got to get out of it. Now, you can tell me what to believe on the internet. That's a great place to do that, on the internet. We can have all the conversations and the debates and the smart intellectual conversations, and you can shout and I can shout and we can shout and blah, 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 and there could be memes. Look at this, Six. You got 2 bags. How did that happen, Six? So on the internet is a fantastic place to propagandize or to tell me how you feel. Not my living quarters. What the? It's so nice out here. It feels like it's been tainted or something, like now the soil's dirty or something with the grossness that was St. Louis that I was trying to get away from. So yeah, they had one of those stupid protests in our Camdenton Square and it never looked so bad. It was like, oh my God, this area is so low population, so quiet, so laid back. It's like an insult to come out here and push that stuff. Anyways, take out the bulk. It says Miss Six. You got it, Miss Six. Ugh. All right, so we're going to grab a couple of these. There we are. I'll look for any other bulk that you might not like real fast. It's like an insult to come out here and, soil this area with the goofiness. Here's right. You got to keep the Raticate. All right, a couple of hollows. Pikachu and Mewtwo. They're pretty nice. I think we mostly got it. Let me put this Meowstic in the front. All right. All right. I got those Korean bulk cards, though. Those are coming out. This is the land of the free. Human's going to human. Here we are. I will just say this though, because I know people, they want to protest or something. You have to stop and think, am I actually getting what I want from the protest? If your protest causes me to hate your belief system, your cause, whatever it is, are you really even being effective? And if I'm actually going to go vote against you because I cannot get far enough away from you and you just chase me into the middle of nowhere, in order to tell me who to vote for, whatever it is you're trying to tell me, when I start voting against you because I can't stand that, have you really gotten what you wanted, right? So you got to think about that with the protesting and all that. You got to think about that. I don't think people care. I think they're just angry and they want to be angry. It's kind of like a crazy ex or something. I don't know how to describe it. It's like it's not even about winning the conversation. It's not about convincing the other person. It's not about influence. It's almost like they just need you to know how angry they are that things aren't going the way that they wanted to go. And it's like, you're just going to get me voting against you. I escaped to the countryside to get away from it. So it was very horrendous to see it. Very horrendous. I hated it. Team Rocket Grunt, one more lucky live custom snipe. Here goes. Maybe last one of the night, Mr. Team Rocket Grunt. Let's wrap it up here. All right. 2, 3, and 4. Go march on Capitol Hill. Go march in St. Louis. There's a lot of eyes on St. Louis. Oh, wow. So lucky. Jumpluff. Oh, I know this Jumpluff. All right, let me go get it. That's a funny one. You're probably going to re-roll this. Let's see what we got. Oh, Jumpluff. Where is it? Haha. All right. Jumpluff, $75. That's a real price. I think we got it from the internet. That is Jumpluff Hollow in a 6 with a nice swirl. What do you think? What are we doing here? Are we doing a re-roll for 2 spots? Or are we keeping it? It's a nuisance exercise. They want to annoy you. Yeah. What? Wait. They don't even live there and protested? Maybe they do live there. I don't know. Lake of the Ozarks like 75% conservative. It's very laid back. It's not the city. There's no big news team. There's nothing, like there's nothing to gain out here. It's a small county. There isn't millions of people living out here. I think there's like 90,000 people living out here. It's not that crazy. And so I like it. I like that it's laid back. I like that it's not so political. People don't try to convince Lake of the Ozarks of anything because it's just not going to happen. It's a bunch of boomers. It's a bunch of old people, and they're already set in their ways. It's not a battleground. This is not a battleground area. And so, they're going to come in and do the No Kings protest, and it's just going to make the area look like all the nasty stuff you see on the television. It's like, I don't want to be involved in this. How are we involved in this? How do we how do we turn this off? That's all I can think is, how do we get far enough away from this? Is Jumpluff. Mr. Team Rocket Grunt, is this a reroll? You remember that Kingdra slab in an English 10 you have? Can I slab it away? Kingdra 10. Oh, yeah, there was like an Aquapolis one or something like that. I think I sent that to the PSA vault. I don't think I have it anymore. Let's apply for permits to shops that we are true protest cause disruption. I don't know. All I can tell you is, again, think it over. If it's 2026, it's been a long time. Politics keep evolving. I actually have a suspicion angry protests don't work. With people shouting at each other, they don't convince anybody. Intelligent conversation on the internet works. Internet propaganda and memes work. Those actually convince people to vote your way. The angry loud protests where you do the megaphone and, there's a bunch of car disruption and it just makes the area look yucky. I don't think it works. I don't think it's convincing. Sound like a true boomer. I am turning 37. Got a counter protest. There was a counter protest. It was much larger than the No Kings protest. So there was one side of the road was No Kings. I was like, what the hell? And you looked at the other side, and there's these huge American flags and like the police flag and all that stuff. Mr. Team Rocket Grunt, I think we lost him. I think he fell asleep. Maybe he's debating keeping it. We got to wrap up. I'm tired, bro. I'd turn this around so that, look at how the screen turns a better color. Away they had tried on. Yeah, there was a counter protest on the left side of the road. And so now you got to look at these guys shouting at these guys. And it's just like, oh, brother, dude. Let me ask you guys. Have you guys ever seen a political protest and thought, I'm a Democrat, but now that I've seen this Republican protest, I'm going to vote Republican? Or the other way around. If you're listening and you're a Republican, have you ever seen an angry Democrat protest and thought, I hate your ideas, but now that you've done an angry protest, I'm voting with you? Have you ever done that? I've never done that in my life. It's so ineffective. I really think it's just people that are angry that need like a way to vent. It's like I was saying, it's like a crazy ex. Like, they're not arguing with you. If you've been in a fight with an ex-girlfriend or a girlfriend that you're about to break up with, when you get into a nasty fight, the fight's no longer about trying to find a solution. It's just two people shouting their emotions or something. You know what I mean? That's all it is. And it's so terrible. It's so ineffective and so terrible. You were jerking? You better not be jerking. All right, we're going to let this slide into Mr. Team Rocket Grunt's DMs. I think he fell asleep. And wrap it up. Here it is. The other side was for kings. That's right. They were saying we love kings on the other side. There we go. By the way, here's my thoughts on the No King protest. Donald Trump's not a king. Bada bing, bada boom. And then he's a president, and he was voted in by a majority of Americans. So he was voted on. He won the Electoral College and everything. And then there are actually kings. UAE might have a king. I think they do. Saudi Arabia has a king. So do we not like those guys? Do those guys need to go away? And then there's dictatorships. North Korea, should we go to war with them? Iran was kind of a dictatorship. They killed like 10,000 of their own people who were protesting. You got like China, that's technically kind of like a dictatorship. They don't vote for that guy. The CCP votes for him, but the people don't vote for him. So are we against those people? Do we hate them? Do we love them? It's tricky, right? So it's very interesting. He started a war without congressional approval. He's allowed to do that. The idea that you have to get congressional approval, technically, apparently, that's not required. All of the other presidents did the same thing. I didn't know this. But yeah, so we're learning things about what presidents can do. I could barely find parking, and I'm a worker nonetheless. The tourist, I'm in Tulip, Town Laconer, Washington. All right, guys, I had a wonderful time. I'm going to hop off now. Oh, let's hand out this slab, though. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. We got to hand this out. You ready? All right, let's get it. So, Andy Man. Here you go, Mr. Andy Man. I'm glad we went to war with Iran. That's my official position on it. I do not like those guys. I've been politically watching the news for a long time, since I was a kid. And my whole life, I listened to them shout death to America. And I think that's basically a declaration of war on us. And I think if somebody chants that, you should definitely consider actually going and wiping them out. That's how I feel about it. Just like if somebody stood outside of my house and they had like a gun they were building, and they're like, oh, I'm going to shoot you. I'm so going to shoot you. And they just said that for years. I'd be like, let's get rid of this guy. He shouldn't be there outside of my home saying he's going to shoot me. So that's how I feel about it personally. They've been saying that for a very long time and working on a lot of weapons and firing those weapons into Israel. They've done it for a long time. They're working on long-range weapons. They had nuclear technology where they were supposedly just doing energy, right? Here's PDX. I don't think that that's true. I think they had nuclear ambitions. We are. And so we went in and we wiped them out, and I do not feel sorry for them. They had just finished killing a whole bunch of their own people. Right after we did it, if you guys recall, there were these huge rallies in places like California of people who had come from Iran as refugees, who knew about the oppressive regime there. And it's a religious regime. It's an extremist religious regime. I put it kind of like this. It's like Halo. You had the prophets in Halo, remember? We have to activate the rings to reach the divine beyond. It's those guys. You don't need... Oh, landing on 20, but nobody had a 20. All right, hold on. We'll roll again. So Brian Freund is 17, and let's see what we got next. Landing on 14, that's Mr. PDX. Hey, PDX, you got it. I'm going to write PDX on the back. That's me. Yeah. PDX. All right. PDX, congratulations. Yeah, yeah, like the prophets from Halo, right? And they're like, we have to activate the rings to reach the divine land or something like that. We don't need that crazy stuff. Are you kidding me? That's so crazy. We don't need that in this world. Nuclear war is a real thing. They could actually, potentially reach a nuclear bomb and actually drop it on someone. And then you guys, whatever weird political beliefs you might have or not have, it won't be so fun anymore when that happens. It'll be very, very, very dark time for humanity. So, yeah, I'm totally fine with what happened. I hope they wrap up the war quickly, though. And I hope Iran's not able to rebuild or head toward nuclear bombs again. They have to have a different government. If they want a nuclear bomb, they need to be a secular government. That's my official opinion on it. It's got to be a secular government. All right, I'm hopping off, guys. I had a wonderful time talking to you all. We handed out a beautiful Rayquaza slab. We're going to be back on Monday. So be there. Hit subscribe if you don't want to miss it, okay? I'll see you there, guys.